Hello, hello! Are we live? I'm sorry I'm late. I was literally out of the house. It's a long story. It's just family schedule's not lining up, just a one-time thing. It got a bit messy today, but it happens. It's no problem. It's just I hate promising to a time and then being here. Oh, hey, Mum. Thank you. Perfect. Perfect. Guys, shout out to my mum. First being so generous to prepare all this food for me. And she's giving me the thumbs up. She's both got on camera, but she got me all this food while I was rushing in, putting up my coat, my hat, my shoes, getting the room looking decent for the stream, setting everything up, turning my computer on. I was out of the house. Long story. Uni stuff, family stuff. It's all good now. But yeah, just we were running a bit behind. Anyways. It's weird, because I think this is just part of being an adult, but it might be the middle of summer, but like, I'm busy. I'm busier than I was for some months in the school year right now. And I think this is just a thing when coming back from holiday, like, because you're taking all that time to do nothing, you come back and there's like so much to do. And it's a bit overwhelming, a bit stressful, but today, like, I took some time. I went to my uni campus, it's open all year round, and I just basically cleared my thoughts and cleared my tangible, like, logistical, like, notes and stuff. It was great. I had a great time getting organized, basically. Anyways, chat, I see you, Mac, Livy, Artie, and Supersoul. Welcome, welcome. Rain the game. I love this menu, honestly. It's so good. Supersoul coming up with more and more verbose ways to say Resident Evil. I see you. It took me a second to actually understand what you were trying to say there. That's how impressed I am. I also need to update today's charity shoutout in QOTD. Yeah. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's the mystery meat man. Not all heroes wear capes. Indeed. I wonder what Resident Evil antagonist wears a coat and a hat. That's a good question, Artie, because you, sir, should be on here somewhere. No, not quite. Nope, definitely not you. Stop. Is it this one, maybe? Nope. You? Okay, you're not on here. Well, I'm sorry, Corey, you're getting boosted. Because, as always, guys, I am not going to be on my own today. The one and the only Artico is going to be joining me as we return to Resident Evil 2. This has been long overdue. I wanted to do Claire's run, obviously, as well as Leon's, but it's just like, I've been busy. I was doing all that UHC stuff, which, looking at my schedule now, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do 4 and 5 as I originally planned. I mean, maybe. But, you know, as well as that, I got stuff to do and prepare for more than one YouTube channel. And, stuff with the First Aid Society at my uni. I'm on the committee now, long story. See, I've been, man, it's just been all over the place. But anyways, we're back. Can you guys see the game? Is it working? I don't know why it's like that. I need to adjust my settings or something. It's in full screen for me, but I don't know. Let me just fix this and then I'll get RT and voice chat. Display. Why is it not doing that? What is that resolution, bro? Yes. Why is that different? I might need to reset default settings. I don't know if I accidentally changed the setting at some point. Yeah, Mac, the cameos are real. Okay, anyway. But guys, I'm going to get in voice chat with him now. Here we go. The one and only master of the evil residents. Hello.
Oh.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, nice. Can you guys hear him? Artico guest cameo. Nobody expected it. Real. Don't mind me eating, by the way. I haven't eaten since like breakfast, so.
That's fine.
Gotta say, you're very quiet. I might need to turn you up.
I'm very quiet.
You're very quiet. Wow. Let me fix this. So yeah. Sound effects. turn these down like so. That should be good.
It's article Resident Evil 4? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
No. Impossible. Can you guys hear him now? Sounds good to me. Sorry, I meant to be on the screen. Also, honestly, I was wondering if you had a QOTD idea, because I haven't got anything right now. I can't think of anything. Take your time. God bless you, bro. Twist, by the way, thank you so much. It's really nice of you.
What is me?
Are you joking, Mac, or like...
Hold on, me.
I think you guys can hear him. I'm looking at my
Yeah.
levels. I think you guys can definitely hear him.
They can hear me. I might just be a bit too quiet, but that's fine. You're probably fine. The only thing that can come up to mind is with the more recent releases, what out of the more recent releases, what do you think is the best horror game to come out of like the 2020s and why?
Ooh. How about which Resident Evil is the scariest?
Yeah.
I think that might be a fun one.
Yeah.
Nice and simple, and you don't need to like know the franchise. Even if you only know like 2 and 3, you could still make something out of that, I think. I personally would probably say 7 or 8 though. I'm not sure.
It's scary if you're an incel.
Yeah. Anyways, but guys, we're finally back. I know this has taken forever, so I'm going to try and really push through this and get this done in maybe 3 or 4 streams, either this weekend or by the end of next weekend. Eventually, I'm going to come back for more because there's second run. I want to do the second run for both Leon and Claire, but because I've got so many other things going on, I think you guys are going to have to wait for that. I might actually start Resident Evil 4 before I do that. I don't know. I could do those as just part of a charity stream or something, because it is mainly going to be replaying what we already know, but there is a difference, especially with the endings. But yeah, what I want to do right now is do a new game as Claire, because we've done Leon, so we're going to do Claire. We're just going to experience the basic Claire story. A different nightmare awaits Claire Redfield, who is unaware of just how drastically her very ordinary life is about to change. So, if you guys have, unless there's anything else you guys want to say, we can just hop straight into it. So RA2 is actually in Britain, yeah. Sorry,
Mike,
were you saying something?
Mike, that's what I did. I did Claire and Leon first before moving on to the second rounds.
Yeah.
Because then you get the full story according to the official website. You don't 100% the main story unless if you play all 4 the scenarios.
Yeah, I know some people wanted me to do second run for Claire, but I want to experience everything the game has to offer. Like, skipping this just seems... I don't know, it just seems kind of lame to me. Like, I mean, because then if I did that, I would only need to do second run for Leon, but then it's like, well, you know, I'm only playing through Claire's thing once. I don't know. I mean, I could do that if you guys really want, but like... And I have seen this game before, so I know what the difference... I think I know what the difference is. It was a few years ago, but...
Second one is a little bit shorter, and they change all the puzzle solutions.
That's the thing, right? It's like a bit more difficult. All the puzzles and codes are changed.
That's really the main difference.
Yeah, it's same as with Leon. I don't know. I want to play through the first thing first. It just makes sense. I will do second run, but I want to do first run first. I just think it makes sense that way. Anyway, Mac's pretty based. Is that even a question? I will accept no answer other than RE7. I think it is between 7 and 8, but you could argue for maybe like the original Resident Evil 4 or something. I don't know about you guys, but I actually get scared by certain games when they have lower graphics because they have like older, less detailed graphics. There's certain games that do that style of horror really well. Anyway, let's begin.
Doesn't change the story. You forgot the super secret boss known as Mr. Satan.
Yes. Okay, I don't know what difficulty I picked before, but I think I'm going to go standard. I've played enough of this not to need assisted, but I don't want to do hardcore just yet. Hardcore! I mean, maybe, guys. Give me time. I could do, like, everything in this game. This would be a fun game to 100%.
Oh, I believe you.
Oh, it's giving us the burger scene again.
Okay, well, it was last Friday night. I was walking home from the
Burger
bar.
scene.
This woman started coming
This,
towards me.
I love how,
Staggering, you know? So I
like,
figured she was drunk.
insanely realistic and high quality that burger is.
Be honest now. How many
Burger
drinks did
eating
you
is
have?
just...
No, man, I
So
barely had clothes on.
50% of the budget went towards
Alright?
that burger's
She got closer,
graphics.
and I got a good look at her.
Yeah.
You gotta see her eyes, her nose.
Game was like absolute garbage. It's one of the worst games out there, but the burger was.
The burger model. This is like 99% of the game. This is 99% of the reason the game is to see this incredible burger.
The Ray Traced 4K burger.
Ray Trace 4K burger model. Anyway, forgive us for talking over it, guys, but most of us have seen this before by now. Whether it was the last playthrough, watching someone else. This game came out ages ago, so that's why that's what the subtitles are for.
I also wonder how many polygons that burger has. What if it's
Honestly,
like Cartoon Band where
in
it's
the
just that-
thousands.
Need some sleep.
What if it's
Might
like
actually only be a few
Cartoon Band
hundred.
with, like aliens, so it's terrible to run. The burger makes your computer crash.
Yeah,
It's too powerful.
burger. This is a good excuse for me to eat and drink as well without talking, so don't mind me. You know, I've gotten used enough to this game's gore that I can just eat while watching it. Don't ask me how that works. The burger is too enticing. I feel hungry, even when I'm looking at the zombies.
What do I do? What am I gonna
A
do?
little. Do I need to move this a little bit closer? Can you hear me better now, Mac?
I'm gonna pause the game. Also, there she is. I'm gonna pause the game. I'm gonna go into my mixer. And I'm gonna adjust the audio. I'm gonna turn the game right down. The game does not need to be loud. It's not a game I need to listen to sounds for, technically. I've already turned the game itself down. Alright, here we go.
There's a certain character in the game that might prove you wrong on that.
Well, let's find. I guess we're gonna find out. Here we go. Can you guys hear him now?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Harley Davidson. Ah, stylish.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, I've forgotten about Claire, honestly.
I'll be back as soon as I
Like,
can.
I've honestly, I don't remember as much of Claire's run as much as Leon's.
Yeah, because the puzzles are
This is gonna be fun.
the same, you can speed run. You can try to speed run.
Oh, right, so we're gonna be doing some of the same gameplay as Leon as well, which means we
Yeah,
might get through the
although
whole
there
thing a
are
bit
some-
quicker anyway.
Hello?
There are some different story changes, even on first run.
But yeah, here we are, guys. Guys, we're playing as a woman. Oh my god. Seriously, I love Claire's fit. That red jacket is iconic. She's got drip. For real.
She's got true.
As well as the literal drip of the rain. I want to see what happens if I run out here again. I imagine it's the exact same thing, but with... Yeah, there we go.
Middle of nowhere.
I wonder what
But,
happened.
here
I
she
wonder what
is.
happens at your truck starts hitting, like, at the speed of light straight towards you.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, that is such a cool motorbike. I'm not really a motorbike kind of person. I don't think I could ride one because of how dangerous they are without, you know... You have to be pretty good at it, but damn. Wear your helmet and you'll be fine, guys. Alright, here we go.
Hello?
God, these animations are so clean.
Anybody here?
See, this is what a good AAA game looks like.
This is what a good AAA game looks like. It does. But you wanna know what's an even better AAA game? Cartoon of Baymax.
Not again! Guys, Arzco's been, like, mentioning Garten of Banban in an ironic way. Almost as much as Haraburger's been posting Scrap Trap images on Shrine of Ambience. In fact, it's not anywhere near that much, but oh my god.
You okay?
Oh,
This
no,
dude. Poor man. Again, we've been here before.
Check it out.
We know how this goes. But yeah, honestly, like, I'm actually starting to get annoyed at how much Scrap Trap appears whenever I go into FNAF Misc. It's like, you know, I try to close the door, he's there. I go to wipe my ass, he's there.
I go to close the door and I immediately know what you're referencing.
Yeah, Ethan's been posting it a lot. But yeah, oh boy, if you guys didn't realize, this is kind of an indication of this game's age rating, so if you don't like this, maybe this one isn't for you. I feel the need to say that, because it's such an iconically gross moment.
And if
The gore on that is so well animated, though.
If you're looking into getting into Resident Evil and that gore already got you, then stay as far away from Resident Evil 7 as you can. Just telling you now.
Yeah, I've actually seen very little of 7. I think I've seen what Jack Baker looks like. Pretty nutty. But yeah, that just goes with the territory. But like, I don't enjoy gore, but like, I really appreciate how much they enhanced the terror of this as a zombie game. It's such a overdone, you know, concept at this point with like fairly realistic blood and like, you know, human anatomy. Like, it's actually, I like it. I like how it looks. It's very compelling.
Yeah, Mac, it should actually be illegal, the fact that Resident Evil 2 isn't child friendly.
Yeah, no, this is technically an 18 plus, I think, or 15 at least.
I think it's mature, rated M.
There's always a number on it. It varies in different countries. But yeah, this guy is not normal. Again, I like that in this franchise, like, every zombies aren't just like, you know, dumb NPCs to be mowed down. Every individual, you know, monster in this game is a legitimate threat with that takes a lot of hits to take down. Do I gotta go through the window or something? No, wait, I got the key. What am I doing? The keys for this door. Forgive me if I'm a bit rusty, guys, but you know, another weird thing I want to point out is that this actually contradicts what we saw in Leon's story. It's kind of weird. It's like we've swapped places. Because Claire wasn't here. She didn't go in here. She didn't get this key when we played as Leon.
Yeah. That's mostly because it's kind of whatever you choose. There's basically two scenarios. There's Leon first mixed with Claire second, and then Claire first mixed with Leon second. So, like in terms of where the characters actually appear and where the story is, it's going to be different, but it's not that big of a change.
Yeah. So it's like there's two different versions of the story, and the first and second actually counter each other. See, look, their positions are swapped. Like, that is so strange. Like, they're literally swapped. I think that's a really interesting. But it makes me question, like, hang on, so what was, like, the canon version of events in relation to the other games? What actually happened?
I think what it is for, like, Resident Evil 1 and 2, the two scenarios you can play through aren't 100% canon. The canon version of the game is both of the scenarios combined, or something like that.
I mean, to be fair, this cutscene is identical. So I guess his key events are just still the same, and then it's like, the exact details don't really matter.
Yeah, the exact details don't really
Unless
matter.
it's like
just
explicitly referenced, but...
Like, if you want to know how very little we know about the canon route, like, we know what's canon in Resident Evil 1, like, we know everything that's canon in Resident Evil 1, but we don't know, like, the exact route of what happened that's actually canon. The most we know is Jill was the one to destroy the Tyrant with the rocket launcher, and all four of the characters escaped. So, like, if you played the Jill route, the only 3 people could escape: Jill, Chris, and Barry. But if you played the Chris route, Jill and Chris still escape, but instead of Barry, it's Rebecca. So they kind of combine. That's where all 4 of them escape, instead of just one of them is left behind to die.
That's interesting. Honestly, I really like it that way. Like, obviously this series isn't really like FNAF in many ways. It is in some very broad ways, but like with my experiences over the years with that particular franchise, I think having that kind of flexibility and ambiguity with the story and the overarching lore and the world, you know, between the games is really good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's just good writing. Because like they're avoiding restricting themselves from telling a good story without having like obvious like, you know, continuity errors. Guys, you said the thing.
It's
man.
the guy.
It's the
It's the guy from the Mr. Matt YouTube channel.
Guys, the Mr. Matt extended canon, the Mr. Matt universe.
Mr. Matt extended canon.
Anyway, okay, here we go. We're gonna play through this again.
God, this is so.
I would tell you what button it is to skip, but I don't know what it is on
It is spacebar.
Facebook.
I know I could skip, but I
Oh,
don't really
you
want
need
to.
We need the lore, the context.
I might skip some cutscenes later, but right now, even though this is literally the same, I want to watch it again. I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to read chat as well, because I'm not actually playing.
A little speedrunning fun fact about this game. The cutscenes. Cutscenes that you can skip don't actually add time onto your end game time.
Good, as that's very fair. Just
Yeah,
want to add as
although if
well, I could go for A. That's a good suggestion, Mac. I might do that.
You go for S, you get an infinite ammo handgun.
I doubt I'll get
can
S. I'll try and play to my best ability, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. S rank isn't that bad if I remember. It's like gotta beat the game in less than 3 hours, and if you specifically only go for the like main story stuff, you can get it done in under 2. So you have the room, quite a bit of room of flexibility for an S rank.
I think I might be able to do that with second run, at least, because this is my first time playing this, technically, but... we'll see what happens. I'm not that fussed, but it would be cool. Anyway, look at this.
S
I
rank
love this
doesn't
cutscene.
have any... as far as I'm aware, S rank doesn't have any restrictions on your saves. That's S plus rank.
How is it
you-
ranked again? It's like, not dying, not saving... maintaining like ammo or something? What's the criteria for getting higher ranks?
I think it's just how fast you beat the game.
So speed. Okay.
Speed.
Is it just
Except
speed?
for S plus rank. S plus rank you have to get the same time as S rank, but you can't use any infinite ammo infinite ammo items, and you have to beat the game with less than 3 saves overall.
Oh yeah, okay. That could be a lot worse actually.
Claire, you okay?
Here we go, they're split up.
Although sometimes that grind for S plus is worth it, because if you do on hardcore difficulty, you can get an infinite ammo minigun and rocket launcher depending on who you S plus with on hardcore.
Here we go. We have got to move. There are so many of these guys. Ah, crap. I don't know where to go. Get off me. Is it this way? Oh, this looks promising, yeah. I was like, where is there not zombies and not fire? I love this sequence.
It's like an algorithm
gonna
in
shoot.
Python. If no zombies and no fire,
Yeah,
go that way.
exactly.
It's like the end of the world.
Is this the way? I believe this is the way. You know that you've done really good level design when your player just intuitively knows where to go, because like the lighting placement and the kind of barricades and walls.
Almost there.
I mean, the way they did this with the cars, having it make sense in the story while also fitting for the level design. Oh, it's just such a peak game. Can I go this way? I know it's a bit close to the fire.
Like
I
this
might have to shoot
game
this
would
guy.
have this game would have very easily been my 2019 game of the year if it weren't for the sewer section.
Huh.
I am a believer that the sewer section is the single worst aspect of Resident Evil 2,
Might be right
both the
about
original and the remake.
that. What got Game of the Year in 2019? What
Uh,
was this like competition?
What's the year?
Any herbs?
2019.
Look it up, you
Shakira
don't
Shadow
know.
Die Twice got 2019 Game of the Year.
Wow, I don't even know what that is.
It's a game made by the creators of Dark Souls.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like Dark Souls, but in like a more Japanese, like in feudal Japan. It was actually
No
really
wonder
good.
that's solved.
Oh,
Here
wait a
we
minute.
go. I think I'm gonna have my first save point.
Resident
Hello.
Evil, Resident Evil
Yes,
2
please.
was a nominee for Best Game Direction in the 2019 Game of the Year.
I mean, it's
Game of-
like cinematic, so.
Yeah.
Right, I'm
got-
gonna put the keys away. We do not need these.
It got
I'll hold
beat
on to
out
the
by
first
Death
aid spray.
Stranding, though. So,
Yeah.
the contestant for Shakira Shadows Die Twice on Game of the Year was Control, Death Stranding, The Outer Worlds. Resident Evil 2 was actually a Game of the Year nominee, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah. Here we go. RPD PC.
Got that new operating system, the RPC.
It's interesting. She's got different dialogue, but she's like doing the same thing as Leon.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. They're inside too.
This is great.
If you want a cool and epic cutscene, interact with this PC in second run. It's completely missable, but it's a pretty cool cutscene.
Send reinforcements. East hallway.
Here we go. This is where we get our map. We're back in the RPD. I love this place.
I
Good
could
old
honestly
Claire.
live.
Oh,
I
God.
could honestly live in the RPD if it weren't for everything trying to kill you.
Look at this, guys. I got all these saves from Leon still here. I'm just going to overwrite these, because I'm going to be doing second run and stuff anyway. If I'm at the point where I need saves, I'm going to be playing the game a whole lot more off camera, so that's fine. I'm just going to overwrite these.
This
Yeah.
game, it's not really that important to keep old saves of
Yeah.
previous playthroughs, like the older Resident Evil games. In the older Resident Evil games, you would have to keep your like you would get a save, a game completion save that you had to keep on your PC if it meets a certain requirement for like an unlockable or an extra challenge. You have to keep it saved on your game to be able to actually access it.
Right.
It was real weird.
I just want to catch up with chat 'cause I've been reading them. I see your sarcastic comments, Mac, and your not so sarcastic comments. Yeah. But yeah. Sewer section, yeah. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I haven't played this game enough to really have a strong opinion on it. I think you guys are right.
The sewer section goes from being annoying on normal mode to hell itself on hardcore mode.
Well, that's the thing, right? I haven't played hardcore yet. But yeah, but also, yes, Livy, get Claire some sweet shades. That would be awesome. Imagine a Thug Life edit with, like, Leon and Claire. Hell, throw like, you know, Chris and Jill in there as well. Guys, I'm just gonna go AFK for a second to put my, lunch plate away, because it's gonna stink out my room, alright? I'll only be, like, a moment. Artie, you have to commentate. It's all on you now.
Okay. So you guys want any catching up on any parts of the Resident Evil lore you don't know? Just reading shit. Yeah, Max, that you would never be sarcastic. I could totally never see you being sarcastic. I also think Claire should get some pretty cool shades. They should have brought the accessories from. They should have brought the accessories from Ghost Survivors into that.
I'm already
voice
back.
game.
I actually
So
heard everything you said.
The first thing you guys want to know a little bit more about this franchise? Like,
Guys, tell them the lore. Yeah, we've seen a lot of this before, so I'm just going to close that. Right now, it is just the same objectives as with Leon. Let's see what happens.
I don't think Albert Wesker being in DBD is canon to the Resident Evil lore.
No, I don't think it is.
Or Or, hear me out, he survived being dropped into a literal volcano and got kidnapped by the entity. I think it's the other way around. I just think that Resident Evil is a canon thing that happened. Like, the Resident Evil series is canon in Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight has lore?
Yeah, Dead by Daylight has lore.
Literally how, though? It has to be some multiverse shenanigans for all those characters to be existing together.
Yeah, multiverse shenanigans. I don't know much of it.
I have
All
never
know is
played
there's
DVD,
a funny
so-
little godlike. There's this funny little godlike creature known as the Entity that's kidnapping people to play in its own game of torment. So basically,
Is that the
it's
big
just-
claw things that drag you up when you die?
Yeah.
Right.
So-
yeah. Okay. I get the
Doing-
angle.
It's just doing an extreme amount of trolling. Is
I
what the
mean,
lore
who
is.
says the characters have all been taken from the same point in the timeline? They could be taken from
Yeah.
like literally any game, any moment between the games.
It could be a lot. The multiverse is a real thing. Trust me, Resident Evil and Claire Redfield got beat to death by Leatherface. I saw it with my own eyes. That's why she's never been in any of the recent games.
Yeah.
Maybe DBD is canon to Resident Evil.
This poor guy.
Multiverse? You don't believe Nicolas Cage is in the DBD universe? How dare you?
Yeah. No. Yeah. The Nicolas Cage is part of the lore now, guys. I saw that clip. It was just incredible.
And Keanu Reeves become part of the DBD lore as well?
I like how Claire's got unique dialogue here. It really freshens it up and makes her character more distinct from Leon. Like, she's technically a civilian, so her reactions are a lot more kind of, panicked. And, even though she's, absolutely keeping with it as a hero, but like, I don't know, like, she hasn't been trained in the same way.
It feels like it sounded like you're trying to get the whole message across that Claire was a Redfield, but like, she's not actually, but towards the end bit, it's like,
She's a
actually
woman.
Woman.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, you can.
If anything, Leon's more effeminate with that haircut. My man. Oh, fuck. Hello. I was like, why can't I open this door? And then he buzzed out. See, I'd forgotten about some of these encounters. Come on, just run past. I'm not using ammo unless I actually need to. I know how this game goes. I can just dodge and weave some of these guys.
This guy
Oh,
is,
shit.
This guy right here. This guy right
I
here.
really thought-
Mystery.
No way, is that a game over?
Did you die
Bro,
already?
2-in-1. I thought I did, with the 2-on-1, I was like, no way. Alright, I will.
It usually takes
Oh, come on.
3 bites to die.
That is so cheap.
Or it'll take 2 bites if you're really low in the fine, because the way the
Yeah.
health works is it's not just like it's not like set where if a zombie bites you it brings you down from fine to caution, and if they bite you in caution it brings you down to danger. It's actually like a health bar with HP points, health points. But at each section is like there's one set to there's like certain amount. If you have a certain amount, you're in fine. If you have a certain amount, you're in caution. If you have a certain amount, you're in danger.
Yeah.
So that
yeah.
means you can be like barely in fine, and then when a zombie bites you, it brings you into danger. That it is actually possible to go from fine to danger from a zombie bite and not being on hardcore. Because that's just how it works in hardcore. Everything 2-shots you.
Yeah, I love
You
how
just-
we're like talking about like S rank and S plus and hardcore mode when I'm dying with 1 save. Like, that's in the same live stream. Yeah. Guys, I can totally do hardcore mode. I only died after literally 1 save.
Do you think AI will make our video games in the future? Maybe. I don't think they'll fully take over. Because look at ChatGPT. I saw a article that said a study suggested that ChatGPT went from getting 98% of math questions asked by it right in back in March. But ever since the June version, they have gotten a total of 2% of the math questions they have been asked correct.
Oh, damn. Yes, here he is. The one only.
So, one of the main differences between the first run of Leon and Claire is the interactions between Marvin. Because, you know, you can't be like, you can't, it's the guy. You can't, like, command her around as much, and, you know, he has to act a different way because she's not part of the police force. Not yet. Okay.
Yeah, Marvin. Oh, I love Marvin. He's such a legend. He's just a good cop.
He's a good man.
What caused this?
I love his like cameo in Resident Evil 3 remake as well. And the way it tied into this. That was one of the coolest parts of that game.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, clearly the coolest part is when Nemesis appeared out of nowhere and killed you in 2 hits. That was the best part of the game. Trust me.
So, Claire's looking for Chris.
Yeah.
So
Chris
her whole motive and objective is a little different from Leon. She's looking for her brother.
Chris Redfield from
So the dialogue here is different.
Resident Evil.
It's great news.
Well, I've got more for you. Looks like there might be a way out with this.
I don't know if you found it, but I don't know if you found it or if it's available as Leon, but there is a note. Because I know there's some, like, there's specific notes. If you're looking for all the files for 100% completion, you would have to play through all 4 playthroughs, because there are some notes specific to Claire, some notes specific to Leon, and then some notes specific to their second runs. But there's actually a file somewhere here. I think it's in the STAR's office, but there's a file somewhere in the RPD that kind of explains where Chris is in the events of this game, if you didn't play Resident Evil 1.
No matter who they were, you can't hesitate.
Or if you're looking for all the lore, because Resident Evil lore is based. Cool.
Yeah, I love any good survival horror adventure game with the lore scattered around in like collectible, findable like notes and stuff and audio logs. There's lots of games that do this well. And yeah, it's just a good mechanic for integrating the story into the game, because it uses the environment and the world to like connect them.
The first thing that came to my mind when you said you were gonna do everything, like every challenge or like every second run, first run, and stuff like that, is if he ends up doing all the extra modes, does that mean he's gonna do all 4 of the Tofu Survivor?
Look, man, I don't know. I'm not worried about that right now. I just want to play some Claire. We'll see what happens.
The note where you get the shotgun / magnum? Yeah, where you get the magnum, there's a note that talks about where Chris is.
But yeah, I honestly just want to point out, I love the subtle dialogue changes. Because it's like Marvin still says some of the exact same things to Claire, because he has the same, you know, motives and ideas, like the exact same. But because Claire has this relationship with, you know, a STARS agent, she's not like an actual police cadet. Like, she's like refusing the knife at first, and then there's, you know, all these subtle things about like, oh yeah, you gotta find your brother. It's not, you know, fighting for justice, where like Leon's whole thing with like being a police officer. It's like, you know, specifically a finding about. I think it's cool. Because it means she's not like, you know, a green Mario, you know?
Yeah. Imagine
anyway,
that was all Leon's lore from Resident Evil 2. Like, in Resident Evil 4, still a police officer. Resident Evil 6, still a police officer. Funny. It's just a cop.
Nah, his character progression in 4 is pretty logical.
Yeah, same with Claire's. Although she doesn't appear in as many games, if you play all the games that she does, and she has a pretty...
Claire returned? I thought Claire was only in this game.
No, Claire returns in Code Veronica and then Revelations 2.
Awesome.
She doesn't appear much.
That's a shame. I'm at least gonna watch YouTube videos of that. I think I'd love to see more of Claire.
Yeah.
I think she's definitely a bit slept on, as one of the RA protagonists.
Along with Rebecca Chambers, I think she's... Doesn't she also appear in RE6? I think so. It's been like literal ages since I played that, so I don't remember. All I remember of RE6 is, 1, the game isn't a good survival horror game. Like, it's a good game, just not a good Resident Evil game. And then number 2, is the one line that returns from Resident Evil 4, Leon's iconic line from Resident Evil 4, women. That's the only thing I remember that scene where he says, women. Right.
Again, like, this is gore done right. It's not just completely, like, brutal and unnecessary. Like, this is environmental storytelling. The way his, like, mouth is textured with the way it's ripped open is, like, really good, like, zombie design. It sticks in your mind. And, like, this image goes to show kind of, like, the extent of, like, you know, the monstrosity going on down here. Like, it really helps immerse you, I think.
Yeah, I really wonder what could have done that.
See,
Total
yeah, exactly. Second time playing, I'm, like, reviewing and analyzing everything.
Like,
But yeah, it makes you ask questions as well, like, what happened here? And you see this?
Yeah.
Is that a liquor that did this?
Yeah, Resident Evil 3 shows that.
Of course, because when you play as Carlos, I do remember that.
When you play as Carlos, so Resident Evil 3 is kind of weird. The beginning segment is before Resident Evil 2, but when Jill gets taken to the hospital, the endgame bit is after Resident Evil 2. So Resident Evil 2 is like in the middle of Resident Evil 3.
It happens before, during, and after. I don't know, I like that. I think it's really interesting from a storytelling point of view.
Storytelling point of view. At least it's not as convoluted as trying to figure out when all of Resident Evil 6 takes place, like which chronological order. Because keep in mind, there are 4 campaign missions, and they are all different. 4 different campaigns, and they're all different. It's not like the Resident Evil 2 campaign.
Yeah. I think we already read this note as Leon.
Record of events.
This is just kind of a general consensus of, you know, David Ford saying, oh, here's what's happening at the police station, we're rounding up survivors, you know, we're fortifying the station, basically. Right, there's a map, that's good, now we've got all the things we need. I might climb through here again, I like this spot. But yeah, I know the liquors aren't around just yet, but I don't know why I keep turning.
All of Resident Evil 6 happens after Resident Evil 7.
All of Resident Evil 6 actually happens in a constant state of temporal flux, which means it's both before, during, and after all of the other Resident Evil games. It's basic lore, guys. It's really not that complicated, actually.
Plot twist, Resident Evil 6 is a lot like the Bendy lore, where it's just constantly stuck in a cycle.
It's like, actually, it's not even a real thing. It's all happening inside a machine where everything's made out of ink. Don't ask me how they compressed that entire world into the one machine. Actually, guys, it was all a dream. Guys, dream theory.
Dream theory.
How to absolutely fucking ruin your lore and franchise in one easy step. Five Nights at Freddy's is the example for every single one.
God, Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's a new continuity error video. How to absolutely fuck up your lore, and it's just Five Nights at Freddy's every time. It's like 5 examples of different story mistakes.
And then release a follow-up video called how to do everything in your lore right, and it's just Resident Evil. Like, you're not even informed. It's just a 10-second video that just shows all the images of Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Like,
but apparently someone's literally made this video, but with Undertale and FNAF. I haven't watched it. I'm probably just going to watch specific chapters, because I don't need to be told the history of, you know, Scott Cawthon. I already know that. I lived through it, but... but yeah,
all the Resident Evil 6 characters are actually the Mimic from FNAF.
Oh my god. All of them at the same time, yeah.
All of them at the same time.
Anyway, yeah, this is a note from Elliot Edwards saying how this place is getting overrun and there's a tunnel in the sewers that might be our only way out. Rookie's first assignment. So Leon's thing is still here.
Well, yeah, because now you just get a different gun part from that.
Interesting.
Do you remember the puzzle?
I don't. Is it the same?
It is the same.
Oh my gosh.
Every puzzle solution in the first run is the same.
Is it the same in the second run?
No.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Maybe like the code combinations are, but in terms of like the puzzles to get the medallions, the chess puzzle, no.
This goofy goober, he doesn't know what's going on.
Welcome to hell, Leon.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try and... Oh, here we go, yeah. So it's... On this side, it's E... F. I gotta deal with these guys, hold on.
But you can tell I've played this game too much because of the fact that I know what, like which areas that if you walk in that spot, a zombie's gonna wake up because there are set in stone areas. That if you walk in that spot, a zombie will get, a specific zombie will walk up.
Was it FED? No, here we go. It's either FEC or CF. I don't remember which way.
Fed. It's fed. No, it's not.
I'm not seeing F or C on this one. I must have got it wrong. Oh, is it first names? I was doing last names.
First names.
Yeah. It's interesting that we still have to do this. And you know what's really sad? Again, it's like not... It's just implied, but these people we're shooting right now are probably the same officers who we're like... Whose names are in the puzzle, who we're reading notes from.
That must have... Like, if... Imagine if the game was set... If Leon was an actual cop by then. Imagine if he knew these people. He would... The zombies here. Imagine
exactly.
How that would have been.
Right, it's NED,
like,
I believe.
NED, Ned Bear, the 100%, the character that's not a joke from FNAF.
It's real. Guys, he's very important to the lore, actually.
Very important to the lore. He's not like an obscure reference at all.
Don't you hate getting killed by obscure secondary characters? Right, this is Scott, isn't it? It's S... Cawthon. S-R-M...
If you
it's
love
MRS.
little details like the cop's hat flying off when you shoot it, then you should... Then just you wait until you see all the little details the Resident Evil 4 remake has. Like, one thing they did 100% did not have to do was, in Resident Evil 4 remake, is Leon's breath will be heavier depending on how long you've been running before you stop running. Like, his breath, when he's catching his breath, it's a lot heavier if you've been running for a long time compared to just a little sprint.
Oh no.
I literally just guessed the code. I was just gonna keep doing different letters until I got it, because like if I just kept flicking through the last one, I knew I'd get it. But like, damn, we just got a speed loader in Leon Kennedy's desk.
So you know how I like to memorize that whenever I'm playing through the game? That puzzle I like to memorize Ned Flanders and Marge Simpson. Because it's Ned, Marge.
Yeah, that's clever. So you played through this like a million times, so...
Yeah, I played through it.
I totally get it.
If Claire were to reappear in a new game, would you rather her be just a trying to survive random girl like this game, or something like Chris where she's just a badass? Well, I mean, in Code Veronica, she's basically a badass. I mean, the opening scene, she's like jumping through windows and shit like that. And
doesn't she become a STARS agent or something? So she's like
no,
a fully trained...
STARS is disbanded after the Raccoon City incident, because I don't know if this is just in SD Perry canon, because the SD Perry books have a different canon than the actual game lore. But in the SD Perry canon, STARS is like a full-on business that helps other police forces, and this is just the Raccoon City department. It's a Raccoon City branch.
Yeah.
But in the game's lore, it says that Raccoon City is an elite team made by the Raccoon. That STARS is made by an elite team made by a Raccoon Police Department. Imagine discussing the book lore to solve the in-game lore. Well, at least Resident Evil's books are 100% a different canon, instead of being questionably a different canon, like a certain book.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Oh.
But to answer your question, Mac, I think she would probably be a little bit more badass than she normally is, but because of the new first-person take the main games are taking, I think she won't have to be as crazy badass as everyone else. And I've heard rumors that she might come back in Resident Evil 9, but I wouldn't count that as 100% true, because the person I've been getting it from is also saying that the PlayStation 5 Pro is going to have ray tracing, even though it literally can't because it uses an AMD GPU, and they can't swap out mid-generation to NVIDIA.
Oh, here we go. We're getting goods. Ooh, yeah, let's combine that. We're getting stuff here. You know what? I'll just pick this up on the way out. I'm gonna need to use it anyway. Guys, we found our first safe room.
Imagine if this was like early FNAF lore, where you had to count how many fingers each zombie had to differentiate if it was a different one from the one
Right.
you ran into.
You know what? That kind of thing is so dumb. But also, I never understood the counting fingers or counting toes thing. There's literally nothing in the lore where that's important or required. I don't know where that even came from. I think it's one of MatPat's missteps in his early stuff. Because like he jokes about it, I think, but people took it seriously, like they always do.
It's like,
I need to
well, I mean,
develop
I've
this
seen
roll of film.
people saying on Reddit for Five Nights at Freddy's, if the fact that Mike is an actual security guard, if that can ruin the canonicity of, if that can change up the Bite of 83, when I'm 100% convinced that the FNAF movie isn't gonna be in the same direct timeline as the games.
Like, how is that even a question? Like, obviously it's not. It's an entirely different medium. Like, it's not going to be in the same story. It has it. We already know from the trailer that it contradicts the games.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean, the
people
fact
are
that
talking
Blumhouse,
about
I doubt anyone at Blumhouse has taken the time to meet up with Scott Coffin to get 100% the lore of FNAF.
Indeed. Scott has
for-
done the screenplay, but he's collaborated. If you look at the credits, this is another book situation. Other writers have collaborated, and hopefully they're better because the novels were shit.
Fredit. Yeah, I know it's Fredit. Fredit is...
No disrespect to the author who worked with Scott on those. I don't remember her name. I don't think she's bad necessarily, but like Scott,
which
you know, it's his first rodeo.
The novel trilogy or Frights?
Novels. Frights are much better, but
like
mostly
Kira
it's like
Breach.
standalone. I should probably. I've only got one of these, but there are going to be more. I think I'm just going to use this, guys.
The novels with like Kira Breed Wesley, I think. Wesker?
Kira Breed Risley, that was it, yeah. Like, she's done some okay stuff. I really didn't like the novels for a variety of reasons. I think that's mostly Scott's fault, actually.
Kira Breed Wesker.
Yeah. Alright, here we are, 2F. I am just exploring right now. All I need to do... I've already gotten the photo for the first medallion. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Don't get
also,
up.
Mac, I'm also a no-lifer that loves the Resident Evil lore too much. So there's a contradictory thing about Reddit users. Although I don't get the insane theories. It's like, I saw a theory, which I don't know how much I'm not going to talk about it in detail because it goes into stuff that's revealed into the late game. But I saw a theory that was basically, MatPat was saying literally everything in... literally every lore detail we got in Bendy the Dark Revival was a lie, and then he failed to cover the fact that there were two things that completely debunked this. If you thought about them, not like really, but like thought about them for a few seconds. It's like crazy theories. This man's insane.
MatPat is MatPat.
Alright. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like,
You're right,
sometimes his theories are just not that good because he'll selectively ignore evidence or, like, interpret them in really
I think the reason why he
way.
does that is, I think right now what he's doing is he's just making a theory for the sake of a theory.
This is the thing.
You have to go
MatPat used to make theories to actually solve stuff. After a while, he stopped doing that because he realized doing unpopular theories to get negative attention, or to do theories that don't really resolve things, is more profitable. He does it, it's his job, remember, right? It's his full-time job.
Yeah, it's his job.
He does it for money. What he knows is that if he presents the most batshit insane sounding, most unbelievable
Everyone's gonna check it out.
titles and thumbnails, and he can actually, justify it enough not to be complete clickbait, that will be more successful, which is why he deliberately makes bad theories, I think. Not necessarily bad, just like a bit, less likely.
You'll know something funny about one of those crazy thumbnails he's been doing recently for FNAF, and also, Mac, you are right. Virgin Bear lore versus Chad Zombie lore is completely different. But one thing I saw is, do you remember the thumbnail he did where it was Glamrock Freddy and Mr. Hippo, and it's like they're the same?
Yeah.
I actually,
It's just a joke.
I was actually joking. I was actually joking, and for a moment I thought he could have actually done something with that, but it would be completely crazy.
You know how map hat
with FNAF
thumbnails
lore.
are literally just a meme?
Yeah, I was doing jokes in FNAF in the FNAF lore channel in SOA, I think, and I said,
We'll catch up on that soon.
and I said something along the lines of,
You bastard.
well, in the good ending for Security Breach, Glamrock Freddy gets charged back up by a car battery, and the mediocre melodies are charged by batteries, so therefore, Glamrock Freddy is a mediocre melody.
Oh my god, it happened again, guys. I'm pretty sure it's actually the same zombie model. Hell, it might even be the exact same zombie. I'm clipping this. Sorry to interrupt your delightful FNAF lore discussion, but, like, you all saw that, right? This particular zombie, the black guy with the short hair, he defies physics. He doesn't care. And now he's dabbing. He's dabbing on me, guys. I don't believe this.
There's two easy ways you can figure out if he's gonna come back to life. If you shoot his head now that he's down, and if he doesn't flinch, he's dead.
Oh.
Or if his head pops, he's 100% dead. But you know.
Good tips, but I don't want to waste ammo. I'll take the risk. But yeah, this friggin' guy. But yeah, I'm clipping this because that is a part 2 for the Maximus channel.
Imagine if it was like, imagine if it was like that new survival horror game that came out. That's like mascot horror meets survival horror, where the only way you can guarantee that the puppets won't come back to life is by tying them up with duct tape you find. So like, imagine if. But if you think that's funny, the fact that you've run into that guy 3 times, you should see original Resident Evil 4, where there was like 3 different character models.
Yeah.
My friend in the neighborhood.
Exactly. Right, I'm gonna go back to the safe room because my inventory is full here. I need to drop some things off.
I used to joke with myself back then when I first watched Resident Evil 4 that canonically there isn't an entire village of Ganados. There was just 3 original dudes, and then they all cloned themselves.
Yeah.
But that's
you know, the cloning technology that the XYZ G virus provides.
that
you know,
the
guys, that
Z
one.
or zombie virus provides.
You said, how many viruses are there? 14?
Around 14.
So that leaves
And that-
about, you know, 13
and that's
letters of
if
the
you
alphabet,
count-
right?
That's if you count the different variations of the T virus as different viruses. The Gen Z virus.
Right, yeah.
Like if you.
So they
count the
haven't
T
used up all
as
the
and
letters
T-
of the alphabet yet, is the
Yeah,
critical
and
thing.
a lot of them are just different variations of the T virus, like the T Abyss virus and the T Veronica virus.
Yeah. Well, it would make sense that, like, the same chemical agent would have different effects on different, like, species or even, like, individuals because of, like, their blood type or some other biological makeup. Biochemical thing.
Yeah. What I'm interested to see is there are rumors that the next Resident Evil game is going to be like pagan themed alongside some stuff like the Wendigo making an appearance.
Oh, is this
And
be
what I'm
some,
really
like,
interested to see in is
paranormal
their
religious
explanation for the Wendigo, because nothing in Resident Evil is paranormal. It's always a scientific
that's the thing,
explanation.
right? Yeah.
So it's like,
And
how
they've
do you
delved
scientifically
into, like,
explain
religious extremist stuff, I guess, or, like, because
Yeah,
with
like,
Resident Evil 4, I
Los-
wouldn't call it pagan,
Los
it's not too
Illuminados
far.
and Los Illuminados is canonically a neo-pagan religion that worships.
Exactly.
It's a neo-pagan religion, but it doesn't worship pagan gods. It worships a funny little parasite known as the Child Eater, or at least that's what I call it, because
Right.
it eats children on its free time. 100%
Delightful.
canonical lore. I'm not trolling. Trust me.
Damn. Yeah, that gif you always send. Damn! Alright. I gotta use the 180 spin thing more. It's so
180
good.
spin.
I love how you can just zoom,
It's like
fly
Fortnite
web.
players. It's like Fortnite players when they hear a branch snap.
Honestly, though,
build up
whenever I see sweaty
build up
Fortnite clips, they're
5-star
just
hose,
spinning and building. It's like, damn,
I'll try spinning. That's a trick.
right? Anyway. But yeah, just to go back to chat as well. Duncan, welcome to the stream. I didn't even say hello. I'm so sorry. Campsock 3, do you think AI will make our video games in future? I know we already talked about this. But, yeah, I think it's possible. There's no reason not to. It's already writing, it's already generating art. There could be AI-made video games in the future, absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, Mac,
But-
yeah, I'm waiting till Walter White gets introduced to the DBD universe. I can't wait.
Thing is like, what if something's extremely broken in that game if it's made by an AI? Do you really expect an artificial intelligence to fix it? No, I don't.
Maybe in maybe in like 50 years.
50 years to like.
It will have
wait a
developed to
minute,
that point.
broken. This is broken, Mr.
Hell,
Matt
maybe in
Fortnite
20 or
stream.
30 years, you know?
Yeah.
If there's
Mr. Matt,
sentient artificial intelligence, it's just equivalent to a human, isn't it?
Yeah. Mr. Matt, you should do a Fortnite stream. They have Resident Evil characters in the game. You can
Yeah.
play as Chris Redfield and Leon Scott Coffin Kennedy.
Oh my god, guys. Insane.
Leon Kennedy and Scott Coffin are the same person. That explains why he hasn't shown up since Resident Evil 6. He went on
Does
to make
he
FNAF.
now?
Which actually makes logical sense because Resident Evil... I think Resident Evil 6 is set in the same day, in the same year that Resident Evil that came out, so that'd be like 2012, right? Resident Evil 6.
Also, just in response to chat, does he know?
Yes.
A lot of the thumbnail memes are actually from New Rockstars, not the Game Theorists or one of the other channels. New Rockstars has some hilarious meme thumbnails, and it's all like
Resident Evil
Marvel
6.
Cinematic Universe stuff, so...
So Resident Evil 6 came out in
Marvel's Radio does.
2012.
Why, what's that?
Resident Evil,
Hurry.
Evil 6 take
Oh my
place.
god, I
If I'm
forgot
correct,
about that
it's also
completely.
takes place in 2012. Yeah. So Resident Evil 6 takes place from December 2012 to June 2013. So
Okay.
technically, if you really think about it, he could canonically be Scott Coffin, and after
Nah.
the event of Resident Evil 6, he goes on to make Five Nights at Freddy's.
No! No! Oh my
Alright, so
gosh.
here's another question: did the
Average
Crimson
Predator
Head
be like...
from RE1 where you burn the corpses ever return in the games? No, I don't think the Crimson Heads return, but I do think they're still canon. So in the Resident Evil 1 remake, if you don't burn a corpse, a zombie, if you didn't explode its head while fighting it, when you come back at some point, it will return as a like zombie that's completely red and it's fast and deals a lot more damage, and it's called a Crimson Head. So it's like they did that, so you had to be smart with who you were killing and how you were killing them. Because shotguns are mostly gonna headshot enemies. In fact, the first shot you get from the shotgun is a guaranteed headshot. Don't ask how I know that. But
this is like your ultimate custom night if you were a true player. Like,
My
you just
ultimate-
played
ultimate
way
custom
too much.
true player, like, yeah, I'm not joking. The first shell you shoot in the shotgun in the Resident Evil 1 remake, the base shotgun, not the assault shotgun, the base shotgun is a guaranteed headshot if you hit a zombie's head.
Nice.
So it's just so you can use it as a guaranteed, alright, this zombie's annoying to dodge around, I'll just kill him.
I just want to say, by the way, I fully agree with Duncan's last comment. Like, the paranoia of not knowing if your enemies are ever truly down, because they can always maybe get back up.
Yeah.
Because they're not, even if they're taken out. I mean, that's how you
wish-
do zombies effectively, I think.
I wish the Molded and the Lycan did something like that, but they don't.
Right? It would make so much sense.
The Molded compensate for that by being just probably one of the creepiest character-based enemy designs in the game. Like, I say base enemy because the Revenants from Resident Evil Revelations 2 exist.
Yeah.
I think I've mentioned it before, but like the Revenant is an enemy that's made up of a bunch of people's body parts that were all strewn together and then infected with the Ouroboros virus.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
So it's literally nightmare fuel, the enemy.
Hmm.
The Gen Z virus, yeah, that's actually
But yeah. The Gen Z virus, I like that, yeah.
the Gen Z virus.
That's funny.
Its main form of spreading is through TikTok.
Yeah, it's
what kind of
Keter
virus
class virus that anomalously spreads through social media.
Yeah,
What do I need more?
What
That's
kind of? Because you
ammo,
know
I
how
think.
like waterborne viruses have a specific name, or like airborne viruses
Yeah.
they have a specific name. What would it be for social media borne viruses?
Wait, that's of course it's 203. Right, I'm gonna put in 3 or 2. I think I'm probably gonna need a new knife more than that ammo.
Yeah, I won't be completely I won't be like completely guiding. But if you need to, like, if you're completely lost, I can tell you where to go. Just
Of
like,
course,
yeah.
that's why you're here. I really appreciate it. And also, like, you're offering some really interesting conversation that wouldn't be here otherwise, basically.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Like
you reading
how-
chat and everything. It's really good.
Like how the canonical version of Mr. X, also known as Mr. Sex, is also every Resident Evil antagonist ever. So Jack
Yeah.
Baker, that's him. Nemesis,
He's
that's
literally
him.
inside every Resident Evil antagonist. That's why he's called Mr.
He's
Sex.
literally inside. He's inside every Resident Evil character, and yes, that is why he's called Mr. Sex.
Guys, it's the law. It's real.
It's lore.
Ooh. There's ammo down here. And
Oh my god.
I think I need to get back to the East Wing, because I didn't go back that way.
Lady down the Tresca
Yeah.
from the hit game Resident Evil Village.
Legendary.
People are aware that Resident Evil Village is one of the higher selling Resident Evil games out there, right? And we all know why.
Oh
It's,
yeah, there's only one reason. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I love chat is popping off today. Even though there's only 2 of you who sent most of these messages, like, oh my gosh, yes. Spitting facts. Right, we need to find where the fancy key goes, which is, I believe, the East Wing. We haven't been to the fire escape yet, or like anywhere over there, like the bathroom. Yeah, alright. Right now, like, it's early enough in the game that even if I wasn't sure what to do at all, I could just explore and find it. But yeah,
Same Mac, I bought the village for the lore.
take a left. West office.
Okay.
Wait, no, can
I seriously bought Village because I
Yeah.
heard it was gonna be the continuation of Ethan Winters' story, so I was like, oh, Ethan Winters, he's from my favorite game.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, there we
Lady
go.
down the tracks was just a side bone.
She was just a bonus, yeah, just a cheeky extra. Oh,
Like,
here we
if I-
go. Hello, Marvin.
Like, let's look at all the recent Resident Evil games on the Steam charts. Resident Evil
You know him?
Yeah.
7
It's
Steam
Leon,
charts.
Kennedy, I think.
The all-time
Thought he looked
Hmm.
peak was 18,211 for Resident Evil 7.
second floor.
Then we do
Okay.
Resident
Thanks, Marvin, I'm
Evil
on it.
2 Remake. Well, I can just do Resident Evil 2 because there's no Resident Evil 2. This one was 74,024 as the all-time peak.
Wow.
2. I know Resident Evil 3 wasn't that low because it was heavily criticized for being more action than the original and cutting a lot of content. 32,635, so still quite a respectable amount for a single-player game. Then Resident Evil Village. Are you ready for this?
Nope.
The all-time peak for Resident Evil Village is 106,631.
Holy,
Probably
that
the
is...
most a Resident Evil game has gone on Steam. Yeah,
Is
I
that the
think
number
most
of downloads in like the first day, week?
That's the all-time peak. Where is when did all the all-time peak?
I've read that before. Most of these notes we've read before, guys, which is why I'm skipping through them. Like, it's all the same stuff
Yeah.
from Leon's run.
Museum into a police station.
The all-time peak was May 21st came out.
Dude, Claire just, like, spoke to herself, and there wasn't even subtitles. She has, like, ambient dialogue. That's funny. Who turns a museum into a police station? That's great. Is that supposed to be bright green? That looks so out of place. Artie, I just realized I could be screen sharing with you on Discord. Did that lag too much when we tried it before?
It lagged a little bit too much for the stream when we tried it before.
Yeah, alright, that's fine. You know the
I'm
game
curious
so well, it
because-
doesn't, it's not even necessary, but like, you seeing this?
I'm curious because yeah, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
What is it? The card?
It's very weirdly bright, this green lamp. It looks like it's
Oh.
bugged out or something.
So let's look. I'm curious about how many the Resident Evil 4 remake sold because how much the all-time player count was because it had millions in the first week.
Yeah.
Verify you're human. Yes, I'm human. Steam database.
We need the book. So I'll come back here later.
So yeah, the all-time peak on Steam. The all-time peak on Steam.
Oh.
Man, Resident Evil 3 was 4 months ago.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, Resident Evil 4 remake was 4 months ago. It does not feel like that long.
Time flies, huh?
Where's the? All right, so yeah,
Forgot
all
about
time.
this. Oh.
It. How did it have? It's. I don't know if it's counting from the demo, but according to the Steam database, it had its all-time peak was before the release, before it even released.
Damn.
95.98% of reviewers for Resident Evil 4 remake positive.
Oof, that's toasty. Hello, Leon. How you doing, you handsome bastard?
Leon.
I saw there's a video on YouTube that's like every woman that's fallen for Leon, and it's literally almost every woman that has been in the same game as Lee.
No.
Leon's
serves
just a
some
Riz
sort of
magnet.
role.
See your face though. How are you holding up?
I like these two though. They have a really nice dynamic.
Preloading, maybe it might have been preloading, but this is by like a week before Resident Evil 4 came out, and I don't think Steam supported. I don't think Steam had preloading for Resident Evil 4. But still, 168,000. Maybe that's just all the Capcom employees playing the game. They're like, let's check out this game. Let's see how good it is.
No, Leon, seriously, they're getting to defense. Please just go.
I love this. Again, it's like they're literally just swapped. Even the dialogue is actually the same though. Leon's saying Claire's line from Leon's first run. It's so cool. That's so cool.
Hey, Marvin.
Now listen, there's zombies here.
I've got zombies everywhere.
Anyway.
Marvin?
Oh no, Marvin's not picking up. No! Marvin! God damn it, I don't have enough inventory. I might just chuck this knife, to be honest. I can always come back. Oh no, I literally need that. Guys, I'm gonna chuck this knife. I feel like it's the least valuable thing I'm carrying. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Because I need the bolt cutters. Alright. All the YouTubers got the game early, yeah.
It's all the YouTubers. They got the YouTubers with 8 subscribers, 2 subscribers. They're like, we need you to play this game.
They needed the publicity, guys. It's a very obscure indie game, Resident Evil.
They needed the, yeah. Resident Evil, very obscure indie game. It's it has the same player count as games like Bendy and the Dark Revival.
Yeah. Which, as we all know, very obscure,
Very
unknown.
obscure. Almost no one knows it.
Yeah,
I
literally.
might actually be the person with the most playtime on it. Actually, how much playtime do I got on?
I saw you post about that. You've been playing a lot of it.
Yeah.
Going for achievements and such.
God damn, I have 58.1 hours on Steam for Resident Evil 2. And keep in mind, I've owned Resident Evil 2 on a console since launch, so that's not counting the amount of hours I put on it since 2019.
Okay.
I have Dark Revival. That's not a long game at all.
I can
There's
come
something
back for
genuinely
these.
wrong with me.
How many hours you got in Dark Revival?
Dark Revival, 16.3.
Okay, and what is that? Have you finished it?
I finished my first playthrough. I've also gotten 30 out of 35 achievements on the first playthrough.
Holy
Literally
shit,
most-
how did you do that?
Most of that was just looking around corners and stuff like that. Looking around corners for secrets. So let me go through the achievements I have without any spoilers.
Alright. I've seen Dark Revival. I'm.
Yeah. But
It's been
there's
out a
some-
while. I don't think we're fussed about spoilers.
Okay, so I have.
Go under
We'll
here.
go down from the ones I have unlocked, from the ones I first unlocked. So we have Time to Reflect, which was like an achievement where if you interacted with the mirror 5 times.
Come on.
I actually was told about ahead of time because they're like, hey, there are some achievements that are pretty tough to get. Oh, they're just pretty annoying to get, and here they are. So that's one of them. And then there's, did you see that very random occurrence? So in the studio, before you end up in the actual studio, like when you're in the real world, there are 3 rubber balls.
Yeah, no,
sitting
I
around.
remember. Yeah.
And then if you interact with them and throw them in the janitor's bucket, a weird ass hand puppet will appear out of nowhere and spit them back out before
Wait,
vanishing
what?
again.
A hand puppet?
Yeah, like a
The
pink
Melee?
hand puppet. No, a pink hand puppet.
Oh, pink. Oh, man,
Will come
I don't
out
know.
and spit them out. And it
That's
says, did you see
interesting.
that? A very random occurrence. Keep in mind, this character's 100% Ken. he actually controls the ink machine.
Oh, wow.
And then there's the achievement for starting the ritual. You know, all the...
Yeah. Dude,
So
look at this.
welcome
There's
to
like
the studio,
one
meeting up with
light that
Allison.
works in this room, and it's like snapped off. That is the
What
only
room?
light. It's great detail. I have so much pistol ammo. Ammo is no worry. I could waste ammo.
What room
I
are you in?
actually
Oh,
have
you're-
so much
you're in
pistol
the-
ammo. I
you're
go
in
for
the room
body
where
shots.
Mr. X can break down one of the walls.
Yeah, Mr. Sex
Yeah.
breaking it down. Sexual style.
Is he goated with the sauce?
He is goated with the sauce.
Alright,
He's
so
saucy
then
with the
I
goated.
then
I
I
have so
have-
much ammo. I can just pump and dump
I have the
lead
achievement for-
into these bodies. Dead
Lead.
body. Okay. I'm just gonna stop talking.
So
Mr.
then I
Matt's
have the
hydrated pump and dump scheme. New
then
shit
I got
post
the
coming
achievement for
soon.
Finding your first weapon, the gent pipe,
Oh yeah.
attaining the banner power.
You
where
don't
can
have
go
to
like,
read off
"Come
every
on."
single achievement, dude. It's fine, really.
But basically,
Inventory.
I spent a lot of time backtracking multiple times.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, I'm only familiar with the
I
original
wanted
Bendy,
to
but
get
yeah, that's how it
every
works.
achievement. I want to get as many achievements as possible to limit as many ones. Finding your first weapon. You mean the only weapon? Yeah, well, that's the achievement. That's what the achievement says. They're trolling. The developers are trolling. Mega time.
There's only one weapon in the whole game.
Yeah, the gent pipe.
I mean, I guess that worked. It's not really like.
Well,
You
they-
need
they
other
end up
weapons.
making it an all-purpose tool, as in like you use it to break down locks.
Yeah.
You can even get an upgrade for it to where you can temporarily stun the keepers.
Oh yeah,
At the
there were
end.
upgrades. I forgot about that. Yeah. Still.
Like just beating the game on hard mode, getting the achievement where you get a secret ending by sitting in the chair.
There's a secret ending?
Yeah, there's a secret ending that if you sit in the chair as Audrey at the beginning for around 20 minutes, you'll get back to work.
Bro, what?
Instead
The game
of-
just like ends?
Yeah, it's like, I think Far Cry 4, where if you just
Look at
sit
this
and
dude.
wait for the main antagonist to... If you actually sit and wait for the main
Oh, fuck.
antagonist, he will come back.
Oh my god, yeah, I know what you mean. The Far Cry 6, I believe.
Yeah.
Or 5. I've
It's-
seen the clip. It's so funny.
Yeah, and one of the Far Cry games. You didn't even get to use the Tommy gun one more time. Yeah, well, Allison gets to use it, so that's kind of mega based.
I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care for the Dart Revival. It's not even like that bad of a game, but it's just like I don't like the direction the Bendy franchise went in after Chapter 5. Although I had fun with Boris and the Dark Survival, to be fair, but that was just like a bonus game. I didn't really take that seriously. Oh no. Marvin, no! I think this is our last...
Okay. I gotta hurry.
I don't think it's even our last cutscene with him just yet, but...
All-time peak meme of people memes.
Right, what do we need to do? Find a way to get underground. We need to find the next puzzle. Is it the book for the statue? Oh, I need to explore the second floor. There's loads of unexplored rooms up here.
Book.
A bubble.
Buck.
Yeah.
Bubble Booey.
Because the hand's already in there. Yeah, I just need to go up, guys. I need to go up to the second and third floors. That's why I haven't really been to all the rooms yet. Spoiler, guys. Bendy comes back in the Dark Revival. Yep.
Spoiler,
Indeed, he
guys.
does.
Actually,
Multiple times.
Leon Kennedy is a character in Bending the Dark Revival.
No!
He comes in with a rocket launcher and kills the Ink Demon,
Ain't
stopping the cycle
no
and
way.
ending the franchise.
Bro, that's insane. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I can feel my flabbers gasping inside me, actually. Again, enough of the copy pasta memes. I should probably just say, for those who don't know, so I have played the Dark Revival, but within the 2-hour limit, so I could refund it. So I only played like the first 1 or 2 chapters, but that was after I watched Abert Ryan's full playthrough, so I have seen the whole thing. Not everything, just the main story. I know what happens. Also, this is the blue key. There's 3 times I've used it now. I wonder if we need any more. Yep. Okay, so I could discard it now. I kind of want to store it because I like storing things, but yeah.
I still don't know how you ended up going out into the main hall without going through the library. That's
Yeah,
just
me
always
neither.
the route I've taken. Like, how'd you get here?
How did we get here? Achievement unlocked.
How did we get here?
I don't know. I like keeping the item to see how many things you can fit in the box, because I've never filled it up, I don't think.
Achievement unlocked. What? In all undercase? What?
Yeah. What? And then you have another achievement called How.
Oh.
Anyways.
And then you have an achievement that skips all the other ones, and it's just Wurmst, a word made by the Russian guy.
Yeah. Oh, you think you know your English? Spell Humstedov correctly.
You think you know your English? Spell that one town in Wales with the really long name correctly. One shot without
There's a meme ingrained in my mind of specifically Monica from DDLC saying spell Humstedov correctly. I don't know why. I just saw it on like the DDLC subreddit like years ago. Oh, here it is. The book's over here, where all the zombies are. Obviously, where else would it be?
It's probably. I mean, it makes sense that a book is in a library.
Truly, the most logical moment of time.
They have to have. I'm waiting until they make a Resident Evil game that has as confusing and convoluted as puzzles as the first Hello Neighbor did.
Oh my god! Don't even go there, dude.
The solution for the puzzle on the other side of the map.
Honestly, I've actually to this day never played Hello Neighbor. I tried playing Alpha 3, and I couldn't change the screen resolution, so I could only see the top left quarter of the screen. That is the only time I've played Hello Neighbor. I've only watched videos.
I played the base game because it was on Game Pass back when I was an Xbox only player.
Yeah.
But the neighbor broke before I even got the first puzzle done, so I was like, okay, I'm done. That's enough. That's enough.
Hello Neighbor is actual garbage.
Yeah.
Shovelware.
It means what, why, where, and how, all in one word.
Literally. So relatable. Here it is. I was trying to find this. Okay, so this
Hello,
is
neighbor, the lore.
fish, scorpion, chicken. I can't tell what that last one is.
Do you know the lore relevance behind these?
These have lore relevance?
No, I'm trolling.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, clearly, this was a museum. Wait, no, hang on. There must be lore relevance, because, like, why were they built to have these puzzles? Hold up.
There is lore relevance to why these puzzles exist.
Okay.
Because the, so, you know who Chief Irons is, right?
Chief Irons, yeah, the police chief who's actually corrupt.
He was hired, he was funded by Umbrella to keep quiet about what's going on, because the police
Adrian
station is
explains
connected
this.
to the sewers, and the lab that they are doing the experiments in for Raccoon City is connected to that sewers. So they had him keep quiet about it. So like basically, Chief Irons became part of the deal, and when shit hit the fan in Raccoon City, you can find a thing of him talking about how you can. I just got to the part in the stream where the guy landed on you.
I was gonna say, like,
Oh,
you
no.
guys seeing this? Bro just landed in my arms, was like resting his head on Claire. That was so weird.
He thought it was time for bed.
It's sleepy
He's like,
time.
"Alright,
I am
sleepy
the
time."
sleepy, the goer to bed.
Someone filled his drink with liquid night, also known as chloroform.
Yeah. Lion
I want
leaf.
someone to actually rename chloroform to liquid night. Liquid night. So
That could be a brand name.
back on the story.
Alright, already got
Well,
2 medallions. Easy peasy.
so-
Lemon squeezy.
Chief Irons, you find out through a file that he takes pride in the city, and now that it's going down, he blames Umbrella for it, but he snaps and says no one can escape the city, so he ends up making it as stupidly, he starts making it as tough as possible for people to escape. This is before the whole breakout happened. He starts making escape. He starts setting up some puzzles things, and then he fully sets those puzzles into motion when he decides that everyone needs to die.
Bro, it's just spiteful.
Yeah. So it's even implied that he goes on to these.
Sorry, you
Like
cut out for a second. What were you saying?
It's even implied through the files that he goes on to kill some people with his own hands and not let them zombies kill them, the mayor's daughter. He murdered the mayor's daughter, which it was a lot more of a plot detail in the original than it is in this one, which is why I'm glad that. So, Capcom, the director behind the Resident Evil 3 remake, confirmed that the Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4, well, not the 4 remakes, but, it's probably the same, that the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes, that the lore explained in the remakes alongside the lore explained in the original are still canon to the Resident Evil lore. So it's anything the remake left out from the original is still canon in the lore to Resident Evil.
Okay. I forget that you can examine everything. It's a really good game mode. Look at this. Me when I see a good boy.
You and I see a good boy. So
I could do something else here.
do you
This
remember
one
what
doesn't
the-
have a caption. There we go.
I
Wait, it's
finally
upside down.
caught up
Hold on.
to the-
Me
I
when I
caught up
see a good girl. Wink, wink. I'm an awful human being. Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
Do you remember what the key card in your item box is used for?
The weapons locker, right? At the back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
just haven't been around there.
Claire's weapons are different than Leon's. So instead of a shotgun, she has a grenade launcher, and
Yeah.
instead of a magnum, she has a submachine gun. So it's the crafting recipe to make magnum ammo, and for the machine gun ammo, and the same can be said for the grenade launcher. So one normal gunpowder mixed with high power gunpowder makes grenade launcher ammo. Although you can make different forms of grenade launcher ammo. I just don't remember the recipes because I barely craft any of them.
Yeah.
I saved all my high packed gunpowder for submachine gun ammo. him like Plenty's playing Resident Evil 2 as well.
Yeah, I just saw. Alright. Peyton P. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. Yes, I am. Chiaki Nanami plays here. I love how verbose that username is. Hey, I also had to say hey twice. Imagine that as a YouTuber intro. It's like you open this Let's Player. It's like, oh, this looks fun. They do some cool games. It's like, hey, Chiaki Nanami plays here. Try saying that 5 times as fast while you're drunk. That would actually be such a great thing to have, like a really like lengthy intro or name or something, and have that in every video. That'd be a fun like tongue twister. It's not
Just
that
come up with
like
the longest
complicated.
YouTuber name ever, and it's like, hey, it's insert the name.
It's not that long. I don't drink, and I respect that. I mean, I have drunk alcohol, but I don't really make a habit of it at all. So yeah.
My lawyer
Honestly, alcohol is so overrated. Like, it's so overrated.
My lawyer advised that I don't say anything on that.
Yo, nah, you stop yourself. That's based. Angry emoji. Peyton, my dude. I meant no offense. I think it's cool, but I don't know what it means. Chaki Nanami? Like, what is that? Is that a real name? Is that like, it sounds Japanese vaguely. That might just be me being racist, generalizing. It sounds vaguely Asian, guys.
Average Mr. Matt racism.
Yeah, I'm just in my racist arc right now, guys. It's common Mr. Matt W. I mean L.
It's
Guys, I'm
like,
not racist.
okay.
I just have opinions on the different races. Personally, I'm more of a F1 kind of guy, although I think Forza has its merits.
That reminds me
Die.
what was I going? Die. That reminds me.
Die.
Damn it.
Die.
Alright.
Literally die.
It's literally die.
Die. 5 headshots. No other game would make you shoot a grunt zombie 5 times in the head just to down them, without the guarantee they won't get back up.
You just
Luckily, I have
call a friend,
loads of ammo.
check up how they're doing, and it's just die.
Yeah,
Like
honestly.
actually die.
Okay.
Oh, I remember this hallway. You're gonna have a fun time in this hallway.
Yeah, there's so many zombies right now. I might just run through. I was gonna border that up, but they're waiting for me. I can get in before they grab my tootsies if I'm fast. If you're quick. Oh, I might have to dive through here. I was looking for the weapons locker again, so I could use the keycard.
It's like the Markiplier meme, where it's like, oh, you better watch out, I'm coming for them tootsies. Just starts like sucking on his finger.
Oh my god, yeah, that one. I can't remember how it goes, but it's so cursed.
You better watch
It's
out.
so good out of context. Alright, weapons locker keycard. Lovely jubbly. Let's finally use that. We got ourselves more of the flame rounds for the rocket launcher and the GM79. Oh! Oh, I see. It's a grenade launcher.
Yeah, it's a grenade launcher.
Grenadate.
Like the Ganados from Resident Evil 4, the 4th game in that Resident
I have
Evil
a
series.
lot of flame rounds to collect now.
Yeah. So now when you shoot zombies, they burn.
Yeah. I'm gonna save that for when I need it.
lore. Deep lore. When you shoot a zombie, it dies.
Dude, honestly,
Always
unbelievable. Dies question mark. It's not even like, I wouldn't even have to say that with much confidence, honestly. It's more of a theory than a fact.
Yeah,
You know,
like
considering how much they don't die.
there's an argument to be made that's questionable if any Resident Evil antagonist actually dies.
Yeah. No one dies in this franchise.
Except I might be biased, but at least the way Resident Evil sets it up is it's not as shitty as just, oh god, the Rabbit Man is back.
Yeah. Nah, there's a precedent. Things are hard to kill.
Me and my friends,
It's not just
Me
shitty
and my-
retconning.
me and the boys losing our shit when the rotten corpse in the moldy green rabbit suit returns for the 50th time.
Honestly, I don't know how people can react to stuff like that, like Dorko anymore. I don't know if Dorko's reactions are completely staged or not, to be honest. Yeah, how he goes just insane whenever there's like any slight bit of FNAF news.
I was going to
It's
joke.
William Afton! It's William Afton! It's William! Shut the fuck up! Holy shit, Lewis. I love you, but my god, it's not that cool. You don't have to hype it up like that.
I was gonna make a joke when we got to the when you started the call. That's like, oh shit, hold on, I don't got the script yet. I'm not ready.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get the script yet.
Oh,
You know, the script is totally wrong.
Oh, yeah, guys, we need the script. Because FNAF is a really thought-out, fully baked story with, like, you know, meaning and plot points.
Yeah,
That was...
Scott Kaufman knew what he was doing since he made Shipper and Sons.
Guys, he actually had the whole thing planned the whole time.
When he was born, he knew what he was going to do. It was 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Yes, like 40 years ago when he was born. Right, I need to find the last medallion. I've just been running around, and I think... Is it the 3rd floor?
It is maybe the 3rd floor.
It's fine. I'm going to explore the rooms anyway. I was
It's
just
the 3rd floor.
in the library.
I'm trolling.
Yeah, we need to get up there.
We need to go home.
Shaiki Nanami is a female character from the anime visual novel video game series Danganronpa, specifically the second game from that series. I keep hearing about this thing. Isn't that the one where some demon traps a bunch of school children for some reason? I'm not gonna pretend I remember or know
Just
that
like
much.
Bendy the Demon.
Guys, it's literally FNAF. It's actually the Five Nights at... It's all part of the Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my god, hello! I didn't realise you two would be in here. Oh god, why is it locked? Oof, that was way too close. I'm just dodging them right now. Right, I need to go upstairs.
You don't know why that's locked?
Why?
Because you haven't gained access to the STARS office yet.
Oh my goodness. Guys, the law! Guys, I'm so turned on by the law. What?
You wanna know a little secret about the game? There's a... If you shoot a zombie in the face, it has a... If you shoot an enemy in the face, it's gonna die quicker.
Nah! Ain't no way! Right, we need the C4 for this. Should be around here somewhere.
I also play World of Warcraft. I do as well.
Cool. I mean, that's utterly random, and I didn't ask, but please tell me more. I am not being sarcastic. I'm not being rude. I think that's interesting. You play World of Warcraft? Oh, hello, what's this? I thought it was like...
Yeah.
I do not play World of Warcraft.
To be fair, World of Warcraft's almost like 20 years old, and it's still the most played MMO out there.
Holy shit, MMOs suck.
It came out
That's what I'm
2004.
taking away from that factoid. Not that World of Warcraft is good, but MMOs just aren't doing so hot. Or the nostalgia really is that strong.
I mean, Diablo 4 has been... Blizzard decided to take the epic-based gamer route of Diablo 4, as in nerfing every single class into oblivion right before the new season launches.
Damn.
So much so that the players are offering millions of dollars just for an employee to play a sorcerer in the end game, just to see how bad it is to play sorcerer now.
Guys, if we make the game less fun in the short term, it'll be even more fun and better when we update it to be good again.
No, I don't play Genshin Impact.
I honestly, no disrespect, I have played few MMOs over the years, and every time I've tried one, I've gotten really bored of it really quick. Probably because I don't have friends.
Based
played
opinion.
Uh,
I don't know if you're talking about what Matt said or what.
Base opinion detected. I have no opinion on World of Warcraft. It's clearly, you know, earned its place in video game history. I'm trying to think of what MMOs I have actually played. Deadass, I can't remember.
The closest 21 Volpera Windwalker Monk, a level 40 and a level 61 Devastation Evoker. I know, nice. That's the person who plays World of Warcraft. But Matt, to answer your question, the closest I've gotten to playing Genshin Impact was when a former friend of mine tried to convince me to play it but I knew all the memes, so I jokingly responded, "Nah, bro, I'm not into kids yet. I'll wait."
Not into kids yet. Oh right, yeah, you gotta be like,
Yes.
you gotta be at least like 35, like going into your 40s to be like a proper pedo. Otherwise, you're just like a rookie. You need your training.
Or
Before
you
you
just
can
have to
groom
be a
children properly.
FNAF YouTuber. Just
Or a
single
Minecraft
FNAF.
YouTuber. But yeah, you need to
Yeah.
practice grooming children. You're a bit of a rookie. I'm not gonna lie. I can teach you if you want.
Well, I mean, you play both. You did play FNAF. And
I
you
literally play FNAF and Minecraft on YouTube. It automatically makes me a child, a kitty toucher.
If you're a YouTuber that does one of those two, then it's a 50% chance. But both of them, no, there's no way you're not.
It's 100%. 50 plus 50 is
It's
100. It's basic maths.
It's like how when the doctor tells you the surgery has a 50% chance to succeed, just tell him to do it twice.
It's like
that
when
way-
Doctor Who says it's a fixed point in time. Base Doctor Who enjoyers who had canon events under a different name for like literally decades before it was a thing in Spider-Verse. I am
And
just
Mr.
getting
King will
lost.
get-
I'm going in circles. Where do I need to go?
Yeah, well, I don't think the FBI have control over Raccoon City because of how much in chaos it is, so we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. We're beyond the authorities here. Right, I need to go to the lounge because there's a map there that I haven't got, and at the very least, that's going to open up. Whoa.
I didn't see anything.
I just heard you speaking in a different voice for a minute.
Yeah, I said in a very deep voice, we're above the law.
Very
Sorry,
intimidating.
Mr. Sex got the mic for a moment.
Mr. Sex, of course. The one and only. Was there something I missed in this room?
Yeah, the
Well, I can
staircase.
collect that now. Nah. Here we go! Dude, I missed like a whole area. Alright, I need to find a way to get through the shower room or this door.
Showers.
Imagine if you could jump down there. Okay, big boy. Let's see what you're made of. Yeah, I thought so. I think bro's clipping through the door. Look at this. I love it when the zombies like have goofy physics. Always kicking each other around.
Is there something you aren't telling us, Matt? Yeah, Matt, is there something you aren't telling us, the viewers?
What am I? Yeah. For the
Ignore
Lord.
the fact that I've been in here.
Yeah. What do you mean? What I haven't been telling you? I have been telling you. It's what Saucy Boy 69 XD Gamer in voice chat right now has been telling you. Guys, the truth is too shocking. It will explode your heart and implode your brain. You won't be able to physically take it if I told you the truth.
Matt,
I was looking for the truth.
The closest I've
Fool, I
gone
found
to
it.
playing Genshin Impact is a game that is very clearly made by a Japanese company where you play in a bunch of where you and a group of friends are in a bunch of exosuits fighting dinosaurs, hordes of dinosaurs.
Oh, that
That's
sounds
the closest I've gone to because it's purely, you can very clearly tell when you hear the name that it's Japanese. It's not like, just because that's something the Japanese would do if you know the media, that's totally a thing a Japanese company. The Capcom game. Yeah, Exoprimal, that Capcom game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Exoprimal game. I actually, when I was playing that, I found a character. I found someone that was named. I found someone in Exoprimal that had the name. I think I sent it in like Hydration Nation somewhere. If I go to Discord, the Hydration Nation, it was like in discussion 2. Yeah, an Xbox player called Springtrap XD6, and the I in Spring was a 1, so he's an elite gamer above all of us.
Oh yeah.
His
Clearly.
opinion is the only one that matters. He actually
Literally.
carried it pretty hard though. Springtrap is actually a good gamer.
Real guys, it's canon.
I found out what he's been doing for 30 years. He's been grinding out Primal. Getting good at the game.
Yeah, the reason he went insane, trapped in a room for that long, wasn't because he was like on his own or being haunted or anything. He was just playing like too many games.
How much do you want to bet that child made up?
Gaming too
It
hard.
was for sure a child.
Yeah.
Because I'm playing playing through the Game Pass version on PC, so that means I have crossplay with Xbox players. You can't tell me there's a 30-year-old Xbox player that has the name Springtrap XD6.
Actually, he's trying to lure children. That's why he has that name. He's actually a 40-year-old.
This
is why you need training. You are not like at the level yet of like not liking children enough yet. You need to become a pro groomer. Clearly, you don't own an air fryer. Clearly, you don't impersonate children online.
I have a bunch of GIFs saved on Discord.
Dude,
Wesker is like, clearly you don't own an air fryer.
Honestly, I need your help. I'm legitimately lost. I just don't know where to go.
Okay.
I actually don't know.
Have you grabbed a valve at all?
No, I don't have a valve.
Do you remember the east hallway where you met up with Leon?
East hallway where I met with Leon. Yeah, near the fire escape.
There should be a valve in the office in the east hallway, and you bring that to the showers to get rid of the steam. To get rid of the steam launcher, uninstall it from your PC, and then it starts turning into a Call of Duty zombies Easter egg where you have to run around and find all the toilets and then shoot the teddy bears in the toilets.
Absolutely insane. All right.
And then Albert Wesker will spawn and say that he has achieved godhood, and then he'll kill you, and that's the end of the game. That's the secret ending to Resident Evil 2.
I'm blabberflasted. For the Horde! For the Horde! I know this is a reference to something like I haven't played, but for the Horde!
World of Warcraft.
Soul.
It's one of...
Why is Super Soul imitating Mac there? I'm actually creeped out. I mean, you're a child too.
So for context, Matt, the Horde is one of the two major factions you can play on World of Warcraft.
Right.
They're supposed to be the bad guys, but we all know they're Giga-based because they are the bad guys.
I find it funny when devs try and make these like awful characters or factions in games, and everyone just loves them more how evil they are.
Especially when you allow them to play the faction, it's like, you're allowing me to be evil? Oh, no.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. It's like...
Right, I need to get back to the main hall. I'm in the wrong side of the building.
You're telling me you haven't memorized the back of your hand?
Dude, funnily enough, no. Even though I watched a full Let's Play that was, cut down like 3 years ago, this is only my second ever playthrough. So, funnily enough, no.
You're not a based gamer if you don't know that.
No, I have not played enough Resident Evil. I need to memorize all the map layouts in every single game, even the ones that weren't used and cut from the game.
Virgin casual that doesn't know the map layout versus Chad tryhard that plays nothing but Resident Evil.
Yeah. One day I will have it memorized. Give me like by the time I've done both second runs, I probably will have it basically memorized.
Yeah, the ultimate test is getting the map, sewers, and lab memorized.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's where you need a valve or a crank. That's a different one. There you go.
Did anyone notice the obscure video game reference where you have to use a valve to get rid of steam in this game?
No way. You can do that in Bendy the Ink Machine, I think, maybe. Definitely do it in Monstrum. I was actually playing Monstrum last night because I was bored. I felt like playing a horror game. Ah, crap. I got cornered.
Can you beat Resident Evil 2 while being blindfolded? I'm not that cracked. I still have some Ultimate Gamer problems where I end up dying to dogs.
It's not FNAF 4.
On the part where you play as... When you play as Leon, when you're playing as Leon and you have to turn on like the power to the basement, and then it ended up, holy shit, that was a fast turn, but it ended up like all the dogs get released. I still die quite often. Oh, I still don't know how you've heard of Nemesis. I even knew who Nemesis was before I got into Resident Evil. Nemesis is one of the most iconic gaming icons out there. Just because of how based he is and how much he'll kill you.
Yeah, he's so based.
Okay,
Nemesis
you know who
is
Nemesis
based.
is. Good. You're more based super soul, you know who Nemesis is.
If you know them because of Dead by Daylight, you're not based.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just being mean. But yeah.
If you know him because of the Resident Evil 3 remake, then you are mega based.
Yeah.
The remake where everyone says he's been underutilized and butchered.
True. I didn't even say though. Hello, Super Soul. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining.
I'm here.
I'm boning. I touched too much grass. I can't believe this, man. Stop touching so much grass. Stop playing so much Amori. Oh my god, dude. Bro's addicted to Amori. Everyone's got their like addiction game. It's for true player, it's Ultimate Custom Night. For you, it's Resident Evil, like literally all of them. And then for Super Soul, it's Amori. Don't ask me what mine is. I'm still working that one out. Okay, I still haven't found where the valve is.
Matt, you need to get it right. He's addicted to Amari and crack. You got it wrong. Do you want me to tell you where it is?
Sure, yeah. I don't remember. I'm just gonna be running around in circles, wasting time.
It's in the small, like...
Oh my god, I literally was walking into there just as you were saying it. I was literally about it. Well, it doesn't matter now. And I have no inventory space.
Well, it doesn't matter, but all that matters is I figured out before you told me, so I'm better.
You've literally done this, like, years before me. I'm just gonna use this herb, guys. I know it's probably a bit of a waste.
I'm saying what it is. I was pretending to be like...
It is what it is.
You were like, you know what, because I walked there, because before you told me where it is, I'm better than you.
Just got acid rounds.
So
Again, like the ammo, I was like, that's different. I remember white gunpowder.
So you're just that based. Actually, wait, I think you can only craft acid rounds. You have to find the flame rounds.
Interesting. I need this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back.
You're just too based, Matt. You figured it out before I told you. You're just too based.
Literally, I'm so based.
So based.
I'm actually called Mr. Based, guys, in the lore.
Mr. Bean?
God, we're so unfunny. I need to stop. What is this? That's the light switch. Why am I even here? To be fair, Amori fans are also god-awful most of the time. Oh, really? That's a shame. That game, you would think that game would have an amazing fan base. You'd think that'd be like... I don't know.
Max, this could just be because I'm not really that involved in the Resident Evil fandom, but the Resident Evil fandom doesn't seem that bad compared to others.
I think every fandom has its ugly side, but the size and presence,
good.
that ugly side, is like what the big thing.
Like, the fandom isn't good, but it's not bad either. That is, unless if you're talking about the YouTube Resident Evil community, then yeah, those guys are like really super toxic for no reason.
You know, I might just discard this extra boards, because like honestly, I think I can manage without one more. Like, I'm sure there's places that need boarding up, but I think I might just discard it. Because if I just get the electrical part now, it saves me a fair bit of time. I'm just going to discard
meat
that.
is very tender. It means based in meat in English. So calling someone very tender means very based.
Bro, I can't. Bro, like, it's these goofy... I can't with these goofy comments. I think somebody's won a pinned comment today. Oh, whoa. Hello?
What?
My OBS just lagged. I don't know what just happened.
Your OBS lagged as soon as my phone got a ping.
Okay.
My phone was
first things first. I'll come back to that question from Peyton. You don't need to be that based. We both know it. Addicted to Mori and crack. I don't know anything about Danganronpa. A lot of things are great and have awful fan bases because people are awful. I get it. FNAF, honestly, like, I know a lot of the content right now is awful, but if you go back a few years, yeah. I mean, even with, I don't know, like, fan games specifically, yeah. Honestly, I've recently had a bit of a Spider-Man phase, so I've been getting really deep into a lot of different Spider-Man related YouTube videos, and it's just as toxic as the regular Marvel fandom, to be honest, if not worse, it would seem. There's just a lot of very heated drama and stuff, and, like, you know, anger and opinions and stuff. I don't know, I get a bad impression of it, even though Spider-Man is, like, the GOAT. I mean, look, guys, he's right there. Mum gave me 2 straws of this drink. I don't know why. One of them just fell on the floor. Clean that up later. I'm a big boy. I don't really use straws.
I'm a big boy. I eat the straws instead of drinking.
Mystery meat is very tender. It means based in meat language. Like, that is a comment that needs, like, unpacking to understand. And it's even more funny that it's all just made up. It attracts neurodivergent children, I guess.
As a neurodivergent children, I can confirm.
I only just realised. You're under 18, so you're technically still a child. Yeah. I mean, in the words of the great man, nuff said.
Nuff said.
But yeah, Peyton, I am paying attention to chat. I see your game over emoji thing. That's pretty cool. But I also wanted to answer your question last after all this goofy talk, because I want to take that seriously. So, quick question. How many games have you two played overall? Do you want to answer this first, Artie? Do you want to talk about this first?
This is the first game we have done together.
Oh, if that's what... I thought you meant the games that each of us have individually played ever in our lives.
Oh, that's what I got out of it.
Oh, this is... Yeah, so... On this YouTube channel... Sometimes I will do, like, a special collab for an entire series where someone will join me for every episode. It's pretty rare because it's a big commitment. This is the only time Artie has joined me for, like, anything, actually. I think you were maybe in a debate direct, but other than that, it's just been this.
No, I mean overall on the channel. So yeah, overall on the channel, he's done a lot more. This is my first time. The Resident Evil series was my first time, but I ended up joining back for a debate direct. That was like the button.
Because there's a lot of those which are, like, just kind of open. Like, most people have collabed with Debate Direct rather than a specific game. A lot of my closest friends actually can't do collabs that much outside of just voice chatting over FNAF or something, because they don't have PCs or, like, the same, like, platforms as me or the same multiplayer games.
Yeah, I was in the button debate.
Most games I play is single player.
Button Debate Direct where we press the button. Thrilling content.
But that was, thrilling. That was just a nice, easy, short debate direct. There's going to be a couple more of those before Debate Direct 101.
Yeah. But for the answer to the question, the other question that we thought was, that is, how many games have you played in general? For me, I have currently 61 games on my Steam account. And there's a pretty big amount of them that are Resident Evil games, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is actually not the right way.
We're really waiting for the soggy bread debate direct. Which form of soggy bread is best?
The soggy bread debate direct is in the works, guys. It is planned.
In the works.
I can confirm.
We need to get some real big. We're getting some real big people on it for it, but we gotta plan everything out.
Gotta check up on my boy Marvin. Poor man.
I'm sorry, but now whenever I think of that stream, I can't stop thinking about the islands. If you know, you know.
Oh my god, I'd forgotten about that! That was so funny! Dude, I forget about most of this kind of thing, but yeah. But yeah, overall, on the channel, so Peyton, if you want to know about the channel, I would just look for yourself. Just go to the videos tab, or the live tab, or the playlist tab, and just scroll through. Hell, if you want a catered experience, just go to the featured page. Look at my homepage and just scroll through.
Yeah, go to the Mystery Meat YouTube channel and see how many games he's played.
Oh my god. Guys, they literally distracted me. I don't believe this. I literally got distracted by the fallen body, and then this guy snuck up on me.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a little mini jump scare if you bump him.
Oh, I should have boarded this up.
But also it slows you down, so if you're going for a speed run, don't Don't.
Don't go through this corridor.
Oh, no, you have to go through this corridor. You gotta go sometimes. Fallen bodies, yum. Yeah, delicious. I love fallen bodies.
Out of the way. Imagine just shoving them aside Arthur Morgan style. Out of the damn way. You know, Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh my gosh.
I have a plan, Arthur. We just have to leak classified documents so War Thunder will get their tanks right. That's a real thing, by the way. Some fans have actually sent the developers of War Thunder classified documents on tanks so that they can get their tanks accurate. Yeah. It got so bad the official Twitter account had to tell people to.
Sorry, you cut out. The official Twitter account had to tell them to stop
sending classified government documents.
Oh,
like,
classic tomfoolery.
Stop it.
Just an average day, really. Okay, here we go, guys. We're finally getting to the shower room with the valve.
Average day in the office. I see at least 10 different classified documents on military vehicles that haven't even been produced yet.
It's just a normal everyday occurrence, guys. It's not even that special. At first it was kind of exciting, but like, who cares about government documents? Especially in the military, it's not important.
You weren't supposed to use the valve on that. You were supposed to use your acid shells.
Bro, what?
Nothing. It's just
absolutely flabbergasted.
I saw you were like selecting the acid shells before realizing it wasn't what you're supposed to be using.
Oh no, that was accidental. That my finger slipped. My finger from Breaking Bad. My kid named finger slipped. Walter.
Can you stop sending us classified government documents on the nukes? We don't need the launch code.
Alright. Jokes aside, guys. Check it out.
The leaker.
I love the atmosphere of the open rain, in the open window with the rain, but yeah, we gotta not sprint here.
The leaker. The guy that leaks classified government documents.
Oh my god, yeah, the leaker, guys. Have you seen this man wanted for leaking federal documents? Anyway.
No federal division is safe. He's gotten the CIA, the IRS.
Right, Chikey. Please, decide to call me Chikey, please do. Sorry, I usually read usernames. Chikey, got it. How come that's not your username though? If that's what you want to go be known by though.
For now on,
but yeah, I always try and read chat while gaming. I don't like this though because it's a bit stop start.
For now on, whenever you're reading chat and you see my name, you have to say Artico703.
Sinking beautiful islands. Yeah, the button debate direct was gold. We should do more of that.
Beautiful islands.
Artie, are there any like debate directs that you would want to join? Are there any ideas specifically that you would be interested in? Let me know.
The only thing that comes to mind is a joke about the whole War Thunder thing. It's like, yeah, which classified government document tier list? Like, classified government document tier list.
Oh my
which
gosh.
ones are S tier and which ones are F tier?
Alright, the combo.
S tier.
I'll read that later when it's relevant. But yeah, about to fall asleep right now.
I think there's a document.
Am I pronouncing it wrong? Chiaki? Is that right? Sorry, I want to get this right. Getting names right is important. It's like pronouns, but actually important. I also need to charge my phone. Where's my wire?
How dare you? I classify as an Apache attack helicopter.
Haha, it's so original and funny. I think you've legitimately angered the entire queer community with that one. I think people are sick of hearing that one. I'm not, because I don't have to, deal with that.
You know, I'm gonna do something a little bit more original. I'm changing my pronouns thing on Discord to 8.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, I love my server profile pronouns. I like being able to use different pronouns on different servers.
So that's like, I like the pronouns you have just set on your normal account. I, you, me, we, us.
I just when I think of pronouns before the whole queer thing came up, years back. I'm talking like 10 years ago. Whenever someone would say pronouns to me, which didn't really happen, I would think of what I was taught in class about like creative writing. and it was those pronouns in that order, or something roughly like it. It was like, I remember with French class as well, we had to learn the pronouns. It was I, you, he, she, they singular, they plural, and like a couple others. I don't remember, but yeah, it was something like that.
Pronouns on Discord is kind of stupid, to be honest.
It's
Yeah,
pronounced
just a
like
joke.
chi, like World of Warcraft monks use. Listen, man, I don't know what any of
Chi?
this references. I don't know any of this stuff. I'm sorry. Is it chi, like e? Supercell keeps getting scratched even though I don't have a cat. I think it happens while I sleep somehow. Guys, do we tell him?
YouTube is censoring my messages again.
Supercell, have you heard of a game called The Quarry? I think it might be interesting to you.
You ever heard of a game?
There's a specific kind of paranormal entity in that game where you could see yourself waking up with scratches. You might want to see a doctor. It might be too late for you. You might just want to go live out in the woods.
Well, I mean, if you like becoming a furry for once every month, then yeah, you shouldn't be concerned. But
yeah, no, if you're a furry, you're already there. She, as in chicanery. I love that chicanery was the example used. Shiaki? Shiaki? I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm struggling so much with this. Maybe it is difficult, I don't know. Also, YouTube is censoring Duncan's messages again. Dude, it has, like, you were telling me in DMs last time, they censored your message like 10 times in a row. Why does YouTube hate Duncan? It keeps censoring him. We need justice for Duncan Potter. Hashtag. We will not tolerate this. My man is being censored because he has dared to speak out.
if you really think about it.
But yeah, Super Soul, the joke is that you're a werewolf, because there are werewolves in the quarry. Kind of. I did not recognize them as werewolves until it was explicitly said, because they are not like your traditional werewolves.
I mean, the fact that you can find a collectible at the very beginning of the game that says Silas the Dog Boy kind of gives it away.
Yeah.
The Dog Boy.
The Dog Boy. The Dog People.
You're a good boy.
But yeah, why does he hate, why does YouTube hate Duncan, honestly?
They're just committing second-rate
I become everything I swore to destroy. The Duncan saga continues. Never mind, just call me Nanami then. I guess.
Come on.
Man, I feel kind of bad though, like I can't believe I just can't pronounce that name. I really tried.
I use... On the topic of horror games, I was really looking forward to the new Silent Hill games, until I heard that one of the biggest reasons that they're coming back is possibly just to promote the new movie they're working on. Which makes sense, because the live stream that announced all these games, 40 minutes of the live stream was spent on the movie, while the rest were just like a few minute trailer. Like, trailers are a few minutes long.
Yeah.
But still, I don't like it. Especially because of how poorly the original Silent Hill sold.
The leaker is leaking. Also, yes, Super Soul, I gotta agree. Like, I feel like if Discord adding pronouns to the bio should have been like a button with a drop down. You know, so it's got like a slash in the middle, and then you've got like a list to select from. I don't know how many different pronouns there are. There's like...
Well, if you
I'm not gonna put a number on it, but like...
If you count the neo pronouns, there's...
Yeah, I don't think those are recognized by anyone, except like some neurodivergent children. Nah, I'm just being facetious, but like...
Yeah,
like, having
Discord
it so you
has
could
allowed
type in
me
a whole
to
sentence doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, literally
like,
who you...
on my
I haven't seen
pronouns-
anyone actually use them for pronouns. And
On
also...
my pronouns page,
Yeah.
there's my pronouns page on my account says, on my way to take the fetish, she, it.
Yeah, that's a classic. Yeah, I don't know. Some people also argued that you could just... It would make sense if you just put them in your bio, which, now that I've had time to think about it, actually makes sense. But I know that pronoun roles on Discord have been popular before. So I don't know.
You should... Yeah, the like whole.
'Cause, like, there must be a
neopronoun
point to
thing,
that.
I don't think many people recognize it, and it's also
There we
just
go.
kind of made fun of because of how, well, to be honest, how dumb they sound. How dumb it sounds.
Oh god, why is there roleplay in chat? You mean this chat? What are we talking about roleplay?
I'm just gonna say right now, this
SH2
stream,
remake.
there's so much out of the chat and from what we've said that you can take out of context. And
Honestly,
just post on YouTube
guys,
without any-
clip this series. Just clip Artie.
Boom.
This guy is out of the pocket. No, I'm joining him. Dude, honestly, Supercell's got a
The leaker
point.
is-
It looks like SCP-939. I see it. Red, fleshy, muscly dingus. Who's Kameda? Thank you, oh god, go away please, I don't have time to... Oh, that's the roleplay. Why are we roleplaying in chat? Do I have to make a rule against that? It's not a problem, it's just like... no one's going to respond to that. You're just saying things. To be fair, I get this even on the Discord occasionally. Like, sometimes young people will just come on and will just say things. And I'll be like, okay, and? Like, nobody knows what you're talking about. Nobody knows who you are. What conversation are you trying to start here?
The only kind of role-playing I've done on Hydration Nation is being low-key racist.
Oh, no! I thought it was going to be like a furry NSFW joke. Staff Furry NSFW is not a real channel and does not exist.
I would say something about one of the channels that both of us are in, but I feel like I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, don't push it. Don't push it.
It's the funny one. Isn't
funny?
It does a lot of gaming.
No.
On a specific game, but I won't say which game it is.
The funny. Shall neither confirm nor deny the aforementioned details. Man, Artie, I need your help again. I don't know where to go.
So what do you got? Have you gotten the battery?
I have, yes. So in terms of inventory, I got a battery. Oh, okay. So the battery is for the C4.
Charged.
I think it'll be pretty clear after that.
And now you can commit second ritual or evil.
Put away the acid rounds. I haven't needed the bolt cutters. I thought I would, but not really.
To the FBI agent watching me, I'm letting you know that I'm not affiliated with this Discord group in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. This is the DBD map. Supercell just realized. Did they really make the DBD map that accurate? Did they really make it that accurate?
They have a bunch of holes in the ground to make it easier to traverse.
How do holes in the ground make it easier to traverse?
Because then you can fall into, like, if you're on the second floor, you can fall onto the first floor to make it easier to escape if you get trapped.
I thought that would just be unhelpful. Get stuck.
Well, everyone, I unfortunately need to go, so nobody break any rules, at least until another mod appears. Well, anyway,
right.
Stay hydrated. See you, Mac.
Thank you, Mac. See you around. Your service is appreciated. I got it from
Mac,
here.
I'm gonna break every single rule.
Also, yes, Mac, the big red lizards, they're in Secret Laboratory. You remember that, right? They're in Containment Breach as well. And obviously, you know, the wiki.
Send me in DMs on Discord.
Red, fleshy, muscly, and thick.
I mean,
everyone knows that 939 in Secret Lab is thick. Don't know what the hell they were thinking, making it have a dumpy like that. What the hell?
Yeah, and that liquor pretty thick as well. I mean, I'm not getting.
God damn. Right, C4 was second floor, wasn't it? Was it the west?
It was. No, it's the third floor. You have to place it on the third floor that connects to the library. So the
I know where to go. Yeah.
Third floor.
Through the bibliothèque. Is that how it's pronounced? I don't know why I did that. Supercell activated my French DNA. I'm like 2% French, also known as 2% cringe.
A very small percent of me is French Canadian, so I'm even more cringe.
Oh my god. Ugh.
But I'm mostly based as I'm mostly...
Yes, that was good. I'm somewhat impressed. I'm not going to push it by attempting to speak more French, but apparently when I did my proper French finals for GCSE, that's like year 10, 11, age 15, 16, my accent was really good compared to a lot of people. But the thing is, I just find that when I try speaking a different language, I automatically adopt the accent because of how that language sounds inherently. I think if you don't have the accent, you're just not pronouncing stuff correctly. It might just be me.
I'm American, so I don't. So I say stuff like queso della.
What's like an obvious French phrase like au revoir, guys? Bonjour. That's still sort of right. Like, how do you mispronounce? How do you not have the accent saying French, saying a specific language? I did German for you as well, but not enough for me to recall anything.
Matt, are you secretly French?
No. Non. Je ne sais pas. Baguette.
Yeah, but like, I'm a very small percent French Canadian, but the rest is like Irish, Scottish, Norwegian.
What a
It's like
delightful, delectable mix. Okay, that was bad. Good, they're off the scent. I said horrible French. Now they know I'm definitely not French.
I'm literally just the UK, but not English.
UK just raised in the inferior country.
The UK, but not. Because you got Scottish.
I mean,
got
America
Irish.
started off as a British colony, but like
Yeah, it started off as
a lot of countries did. But like that one
Yeah.
specifically, because we fucking wiped out the natives almost. Same with Australia. There's only a few of them left.
No,
You know,
America did that.
technicality of
We
being
did that.
descended.
We did that. We did that to the natives.
We
Americans
really went and did that. Racism
really
mode
did.
engage. We really said it's
Ra-
racism in time.
Racism.
Racism's all over the place.
Yeah, guys, I think we need to go back in time and cancel the British Empire. They were too racist.
Honestly, they were awful. I can't use the battery on the C4. Is there something else I need?
Have you used the bolt cutters fully?
No, I don't know where else I need to use those. I haven't found
In
any.
the room where you take the planks to jump off into the west office, the room where you got the map, there's a spot to use a bolt cutter.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry this stream has been like so much wandering around, guys. This has not gone as quickly as I thought it would because I don't remember everything. Good thing is I'm right next to the safe room where I can get the bolt cutters. So
Thing
I'll
is you
grab
have
those.
the Raccoon City GPS in your voice chat,
Yeah.
or if you get lost.
Yeah, Duncan, there are no chat rules. YouTube bans like certain words, obviously, like slurs, but like, unless you've said something really sketchy, I don't know. I don't know why YouTube would be banning you like this. Duncan, maybe you need to make a new account or something. Like, if this keeps up, maybe you just need to make a new account. Do not. But yeah, Max. Good man. Handling chat. Can't wait when Matt gets more collaborators and people start clipping them saying more sus stuff than him. Maybe. It could happen.
Yeah, if you guys can end up saying more sus stuff than I have in a single stream, then I'll give you money that I don't have.
Yeah.
I'll steal it from someone and then give it to you.
Agreed with both comments. I'm totally going to commit to learning French, even though I've been studying it for like over 10 years straight and basically never made any progress.
Yeah, super slow. I like that the flashlight isn't one of those like bright lights you have at a ball stadium to light up the entire field while it's dark.
Yeah, I love how the flashlight looks in this game.
Just pulls out the giant light and kills anything in her way.
Hang on, what was the room again? Where I got the map?
Where you got the map on the west side, so you would have to loop back because you don't have access to that room.
Which floor is it on?
First floor. You would have to go back to the main hall and then.
Is
take
it
the first
operations
route.
room or west office?
Yes, it was operations room.
Okay, I can just walk around this corner and get there. That's all good, man.
Saul Goodman.
Down. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go all the way around. Goddamn. But yeah, the
This game spreads misinformation with its map. It's
Saul
actually
Goodman jump
crazy.
scare is so relatable, honestly. I see Saul Goodman everywhere in my dreams.
Name a game that has a truly realistic flashlight then.
Light doesn't work like that? I'm pretty sure it does. It looks pretty realistic to me. What flashlights you been using? I mean,
literally a character in a game called Soul Bad Guy.
Hang on, what were you saying? Yeah, nothing else gets lit up because it's not where the light is being projected. That's realistic. I mean, it's not like 1-to-1, I guess, but it's more realistic than, God, I don't know, FNAF 4. Like, that game's flashlight is iconic though. But yeah, it's just a very dark environment.
If I were ever to design a horror game, I would purposely make the flashlight light everything on the screen just to give away from the horror.
Wow.
Have you ever used a flashlight? No. Are French flashlight just different? Yes.
I think that's the answer. Like, I don't know, bro. Well, this looks perfectly fine to me.
Like, your French flashlights shine backwards. It shines the back of the flashlight. Illuminates everything behind you. I mean, that looks like a realistic flashlight to me.
God damn it. Oh, I really thought I could get away. Oh my god, get out of the way. See,
Only
being
flashlight is the one on my phone. Yeah, and that's like, it lights up. It lights up the area that's projected. It makes a big
I did not
field.
bring any healing items. This is bad.
When I turned on a flashlight we had when I was just a kid, it just lit up like the entire room. That's not how the flashlights over here work. You might have had a flashlight with higher lumens. Or like a bigger flashlight. Because there are some flashlights. There's a flashlight out there that can light up an entire...
Did you guys ever see that Markiplier video with like the crazy flashlights? Yeah. That was so cool. Electronic gadget. Ooh. We got a gadget.
Also known as an explosive, the bomb.
Oh, I see.
But I mean, also
Destinator.
Super Soul. If the game lit up like majority of the room when you turned on the flashlight, would it be as scary as it is?
Yeah, it needs that kind of like vignette, I believe it's called, where it's like dark around the edges.
CAP. Do you remember which locker?
Oh, we've unlocked a bunch of rooms, or at least doorways here. Okay.
Nitpicking. Yeah, you're just.
Finally,
nitpicking.
this is open. This needs a key we don't have. Okay, I can dispose of the bolt cutters.
But yeah, get rid of the bolt cutters. They're irrelevant to the lore.
Yeah, exactly. They have no lore relevance, guys. There's nothing here I need.
Mr. Man, Super Soul argue about how a flashlight works for 5 minutes.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know what you mean. Like, it only lights up what's in its beam. That's how lights work.
A very important discussion. Yeah, it is.
Right. Store those. Oh, I need the first aid spray. I'm finally going to use it. One of the first items I got. Because I'm in danger, so...
I always end up using the first aid spray when I'm first low on health. And then I move on to using the red and...
in the danger.
Red and green mixed herbs. And then if I run out of red and green mixed herbs, which I usually don't, but if I do, I move on to the weaker ones. But like, by the time I finish the game, I end up using like all of my new red and green herbs.
Sure. Okay, so now we need to go blow that up. Let's do this.
It's gonna blow your mind.
Yes. There's lots of different kinds of lights, so yeah, I'm sure it was just a specific light.
Yeah, I mean, Markiplier had a
Come
light
on.
that lit up the entire room.
Wait, I literally could be equipping my flash grenades and avoiding this right now. I'm so stupid. I'm bad at this game, guys. Oh, they are equipped. I thought you could use them when they grabbed you.
I don't think that you can on stairs though.
On stairs. Wow.
Because they have the high ground.
Got me on a goddamn technicality. Goddamn high ground. Oh yeah,
So
CAD. I don't remember which one it was for.
CAP. Cap.
Oh, was it
Like,
yeah,
that's cap, bro.
Yeah,
That's
CAP is on
cap.
it. CAD is not this one, because this one doesn't have D. Alright, here we go.
It's not that one. It's one you have run into before, but it's not the one on the 3rd floor.
Supersol's gonna come back to argue more about flashlights when he's fueled up. He needs his food, guys. He needs to regen his hunger for this argument. He's expended a lot of energy. Anyway, but yes, Nanami, hello there. Did I get that right? I don't remember. Alright, it's detonating time.
Do you remember what happens here?
Yes, I do. Oh, it's counting. Oh, what's gonna happen? I don't like that it's speeding up. Holy shit. Holy shit, I'm running away. Made some nice distance there.
I was about to question, why are you standing right by an explosive?
I was just gonna do a little bit of trolling. I thought it'd be funny. There's definitely a liquor here now, though. We gotta be careful. But oh yeah, this is the last medallion. I remember now. Yeah.
Star Wars.
Oh, the game froze for a moment. You know what that means? These things are loading in. Oh, hold on. Let me look at my notebook. It's woman, bow, snake.
The tricky part about this one is the bow and snake because of the way it's rusted.
Don't ask me how I got that. I presumed from the tiniest details. Okay, we have the medallions. We've got to go activate the goddess statue now.
If you're as much as a tryhard, memorize the.
Did this guy really just spot me? Guys, I think it's time.
You can memorize the rust patterns on the.
Run!
Which ones? Which? Because I think the snake has less. The snake's spot of rust is different than the. Patch of rust is different than the one for the bow.
True. Okay, there was a cabinet there I could push over to create a shortcut to the library. But
Yeah,
now that I'm here, I think I'm just going to go back the way I came. Oh. Except Bro might be onto me.
Brill might be illegally funding the militia.
Yeah, I think it's time I started using my grenade launcher.
I think the grenade launcher is 2-shot liquors.
Ooh, well, already got one on this guy. Hello. I'm just gonna blow you the fuck up. I got grenades to spare. It's all good.
Someone ends up clipping that. I'm just gonna blow you. I mean, it cuts.
Guys, it's funny because gay sex.
Yeah.
See, everyone jokes about it because deep down they know that gay sex is the best sex, obviously. Ask Mr. Sex, guys. He knows. Right, I'm just gonna save game.
Fun fact about Mr. Sex, you can also traverse to different universes. You know the Bendy cutout that appears out of nowhere in Chapter 1? Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, guys, it's Mr. Sex all along, actually. Canon. Right, let's make some better herbs. I need to do some combining.
Yeah, your inventory isn't very optimal.
Still haven't used this jewel yet. I'm gonna store that.
You can't use the jewel until you come back to the RP.
Oh wow, that later. I don't even remember, dude. Thanks for.
The jewel is how you get access to the USB dongle and the USB dongle that you need for the Magnum, but it's for the weapon in the Star's office.
All right, cool. Well, I got everything I need. Got all 3 medallions.
There's also an item box right before, right after you get into the room with the medallions, because I think you remember what's gonna happen.
Oh wow, look at that animation. Quick and snappy, but still realistic enough. Good to see. Okay, hold on. I need to get back to the mall? Guys, I need to get back to the mall. I was going to say the main hall, then I said mall. Mall, as we all know, is abbreviation for main hall. So, Marvin, hang in there, we got this. I don't know if it matters what order we put them in. There we go. There's one. There's two. Just like so.
Well, I mean,
And
Duncan,
there's three.
no one really likes a game that's super realistic because it's super hardcore. So, would you want to die just because you got grabbed, like, get insta-killed because you fall down a set of stairs after a zombie grabs you
Honestly, that'd be funny.
on the stairs?
Yeah, realism in games is difficult to make that much fun. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is an outlier in this regard. I can't think of any other games that are like super hyper realistic and still fun.
You got games like Escape from Tarkov that's too realistic to be fun. And then Insurgency Sandstorm, it's a little bit more realistic, but it's also like a mix of arcadey shooter with realism.
Yeah.
So it's like if Call of Duty and Arma 3 had a baby.
Here we go. It's our last conversation with Marvin, I think. Good old Claire. She's so, like,
You okay?
motivated.
Did you know there's a free skin you can get for Claire from the Steam
Come on.
shop that allows you to play as the original model from the original game, as in like the same amount of polygon counts, the exact same
Get out of
graphics, to where it's just you're playing as a PS1 character in a super high quality game.
Please, go. Do this for me.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm watching the cutscene, but I acknowledge what you're saying.
Yeah, because
Okay.
yeah, I get it. This is different from last
It's
time.
actually, I haven't seen this in so long, I don't remember it.
Hey, Marvin. Thank you.
Man, this is even more tragic, I'm not gonna lie. He literally says, go do it for me. But the game forces you to return later when he's become a zombie. So you end up facing him as a zombie anyways, even though the
Man,
whole intent of
spoilers.
this was that Marvin sends you away so you don't have to, like, deal with him as a zombie. But it's a scripted thing in the game.
Yeah, it's a scripted thing because
So
some guy has to
tragic,
come
and I
along
love it.
and yoink some kids before he leaves.
Yeah. Seriously though, like, I appreciate how well written this game is. Like, it's not that complicated, and it's got good characters. But the world is actually logical, and the background events and the lore are justified. Like, I don't know, man.
I would have found it funny if Resident Evil, just as a trope, made all their characters as poorly written as they were in the very first game.
To be fair, the first game back in the 90s was a bit ropey because it was all stereotypes, I think. I don't remember it much, and I think that says a lot.
It was a bit... Yeah, the remake of it is so much better, but I like both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the remake has all the extra lore details that builds onto the story. Because the Resident Evil 1 remake is the only remake I can remember that 100% that is the 100% canon version of the events in Resident Evil 1. Like, the original Resident Evil 1 isn't canon anymore. The Resident Evil 1 remake. Because the Resident Evil 1 remake is different to the other remakes. It's not like the same events, just in a different style. It's literally everything from the first game with extra stuff added onto it, like Lisa Trevor and the Crimson Heads. Like, the same... All the map's layout is the same. The puzzles...
Yeah.
All the same. It's all the same.
So, but the remake actually does replace the first game more so than others.
Yeah.
With the story and stuff.
The other remakes are just canon alongside the original, as the original will cover lore details that aren't covered in the remakes, but are still canon to this story.
Right. Interesting. Okay. Are there any Resident Evil games remakes where they actually made the story worse, do you think?
Probably 3.
True, right, because they cut out a lot of stuff. Or even just
everything-
overall, never mind just story, but like, or did they all improve other than 3?
Yeah, they all improved.
It's good to know.
In my opinion, Resident Evil 1 is better. Resident Evil 1 and 2 are better than the originals. Resident Evil 4 is definitely better than the original.
Yeah.
But Resident Evil 3 is worse.
I figure,
them all, though,
like,
but
in
Resident
addition
Evil
to
3
the
is
obvious
definitely
graphical
worse.
upgrades, especially with 2, from what I've seen, like, the kind of design and UI and player experience stuff, like, not having the, you know, third-person camera or the second-person camera angles. I don't know, I thought it was a bit goofy and difficult to play with. Oh, this is different!
It's okay.
The child!
I hurt you, I promise.
I remember her.
The creature.
Do you need help?
The biggest monster of them all is this child. Do not be fooled. This is Mr. Sex's firstborn. It's,
I'm sorry, I came in.
evil creature.
Evil creature.
You need help.
That is the face of Resident Evil's greatest monster.
He's right behind you.
Oh man, that's such a cliche.
I do that a
but,
lot, Duncan. When I'm just running around, I swap between all my inventories just to make something go on. When there's nothing going on. It's like, got a grenade launching, I got a rocket. Got a grenade launching, I got grenades. Got my pistol now. Oh,
Here we
big
go. It's our first Birkin encounter.
The Birkin begins.
It's Birkin in time. Got a Birkin all over the place.
It's
Right, I know there's
Birkin.
like a bunch of items in this area. Also, let me just take a look. I've never actually looked at the map for this thing. Nice how it all loops around. Just not get caught in any dead ends.
Basically, any corner except for the one that you spawned in has loot.
Oh man, I gotta move. Woo. How you doing, big boy?
I'm really looking forward to the next remake because Capcom did it differently. Instead of just assuming everyone wants a Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3 remake, what they did is they released like a survey about the experience of like the social media accounts and like how well people were able to reach out to customer service on Resident Evil games.
Good. Very important.
And towards the very end of the survey, there is a word box there is a question that asked, what Resident Evil game would you want to see get a remake next? And there was a word box. So you was able to type whatever you want. If you wanted Resident Evil Gaiden, one of probably the worst game, one of the worst games in the series to get a remake, sure, take it in there. But community, it's gonna be either Resident Evil 5 or Code Veronica that gets remade. I'm leaning more towards Code Veronica because that one's a lot better than the original in Resident Evil 5.
Yeah. But yeah, that's awesome. So you can suggest any game, not just one of the main numbered ones.
Yeah, which
So you
that's
say Code
probably why
Veronica's
there's gonna
important.
that's probably why there's not going to be, from insider reports, there's not going to be, the earliest the next Resident Evil game can come out is 2025, so that's probably why they haven't had any remakes in the pipeline. Because they had Resident Evil 3 in production, but really it felt like the actual games that they put a lot more quality into were Resident Evil 2 and 3. Yeah, they put quality into Resident Evil 3, but you can tell it's the objective worst out of the 3 new remakes.
Yeah, I getcha. Come on, where's your big eye? Show me your big eye.
I don't know if I told you this when you first fought this boss, but the color of the eye indicates how close he is to his health.
Yeah, you did tell me.
The darker, the more orange or red it is, the lower he is on health.
It was definitely yellow to begin with.
Yeah, just like how Caution. So there's technically 4 states of health instead of 3. Caution has 2 different colors, and they both mean something. If you're in Caution, but the health thing is yellow, that means you're in Caution but above half health, and if it's orange, it means you're below half
Ooh,
health.
now that I didn't know. On screen right now, is that like yellow or orange? Because it looks like it's kind of a yellowy orange.
Let me wait to see until the stream displays it. That is orange, so you are below half health.
Oh man, I should heal. Let's use this. Not gonna risk it
And
with
that-
boss.
That's the way it goes in every game that has those colors. So like, Revelations doesn't work that way, but Resident Evil Village and the more older Resident Evil games, yeah, they work that way. Well, not like the classic Resident Evil games, but like the older ones. That's like the remake to 1, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 4. I don't think Resident Evil 4 has it because the remake of Resident Evil 4 gives you just a health bar, and I think that's the same for the original. I'm not sure. The original Resident Evil 4 is one of my least played games, so I'll probably play it though on Steam. It's $20, not that much to pick up.
There we go. I was gonna use a flashbang sooner or later anyway. Thanks for the save, game.
I think he either deals a whole lot of damage or he straight up kills you if you don't got something.
Yeah, I'm sure he would have killed me then for sure. Oh boy. I need to take my time with this. Oh god, bad time to reload. Only having 5 bullets is it's not enough.
Did you put the piece? I don't think it gives you more ammo, but did you put the
Quick load thing, yeah.
The quick reload?
There we go.
Your Claire actually has an interesting kit because there's one other weapon that Leon didn't get that Claire has, and I'll explain why they give you it once you get it.
Sure.
Do you know how long you're going to be going for this stream?
Same as usual. Oh wow, yeah, it's already 25 past 7. I didn't notice where the time's gone. I gotta end the stream in 5 minutes. That's normally it's 3 hours ago, right? Where has the time gone? It doesn't feel like it's been 3 hours.
There is a save station right after the boss fight that you can.
That's
save
perfect. Guys, I'm gonna finish this and end the stream. I had not realized how long it had been. But yeah, no, I'll end the stream once we defeated Birkin. A good hit on there.
Actually, his name is G, stage 1. Get it right.
Man, that's great, but like, who asked? Oh my god,
really
he's
cool.
fast! Hello!
I don't remember asking.
Please, I had
So, yeah,
one more, right?
Now that's like a deep orange, you're getting pretty close to
Dude, I've used up like
beating the
all my
fight.
grenades on this guy.
deep orangutan.
And I'm out of ammo, great. It's fine, I got these. You know what, let's mix it up. Yeah, he's becoming more erratic as he loses health.
Losing
Oh!
his grip on reality.
The acid round finished him off. Just with
Yeah.
damage.
I think acid, for the most part, does the same thing as flame round, except for one boss fight. But I'll explain that later, because that boss fight isn't until much later into the game.
Yeah. It's fine, guys. We'll get plenty more resources. That's how these things go. GG.
In fact, I saw a video someone made where it was a challenge run to see if they could kill every single enemy in on hardcore mode. And on the hardest difficulty, they give you enough ammo that if you don't miss your shots, you could kill every single enemy in the game, except for the ones at the beginning. Like all the zombies, like the zombie hordes at the beginning when you're making your way to the RPD.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I promise.
Here we go. So this is different because Leon did not find this child. Did not meet her.
It doesn't say it, but I'm pretty sure Ada's the one that lowers the ladder when you're
Your mom is down here?
playing as.
Yeah,
I think so.
makes sense.
Because Leon makes a remark that he thinks he's being watched, and then a little bit later, out of nowhere, Ada comes out to just
Yeah.
save him.
Of course.
They really thought about it. The logic. Anyway, welcome back, dude. How you doing? There's our ladder.
It's actually, since we're getting close to stream, this is actually a pretty good time to end for me over here as well. It's getting close to like 12 o'clock, so I gotta get lunch.
Gosh, yeah. Sorry
Time
for the
zones
hold
are
up.
crazy here. Time zones are crazy. It's You got
Time zones, man. Absolutely insane. Look at this.
like
Child.
you started stream around 9 o'clock over here, but it was like probably around 5 your time, or like 5 or 4 your time.
Yeah.
So,
Time zones are the reason why I'm losing. my
5-hour
grip
gap.
on
Same as
reality.
DJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
do they do important medicine?
Oh! Okay, interesting.
My mom's always at work.
So this is, I forget her name, Annette's daughter.
Hopefully you'll get to see
You can see the
her.
resemblance.
Sherry Birkin, I think. Yeah, it's Sherry.
Right. We'll learn her name
Um,
soon enough in the game anyway.
Or insert child name here, Birkin.
He's gone.
Just make that her official name. Insert child name
Just
here,
me and my
Birkin.
brother. Oh,
This is
The parents didn't-
interesting.
don't
Okay, no, don't go up the
You think
ladder.
that's
You're in the safe
something in
station.
common,
I
and it's a
know.
good thing, right?
Hey, we got a new hit pouch. Lovely.
Do
Yeah, these two
not-
both doing her parents, kind of. Alright,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna store all of this. I'm gonna sort my inventory
and-
next
Chris
time.
and Claire have mainly just been taking care of themselves. That's why Chris taught Claire how to combat.
And seeing the protagonist not wielding a gun is so strange. You can do that.
Did
But a
put
save game
everything in your
now.
inventory? Put everything in
Alright.
your item box. Alright, from this point forward, Resident Evil no weapons run.
Yeah, no weapons. Is that possible? Can you do that?
You would have to kill the bosses, but besides that, yeah, it's possible technically.
Alright.
It wouldn't
Well,
be possible
anyway.
in Resident Evil 3 though, because of the last segment you have to play as Carlos in the hospital. You probably know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. It's one of the more memorable moments of the game.
This is getting interesting. We have a small friend. And, yeah, we're gonna do this without weapons now, guys. But yeah, that is the end of today's episode. We've gone long enough. Dude, what do you mean you're female mad? Are you mad because you're a female? You have angered a gamer. Not a good idea to do that. What are you talking about? What did I say? Look, I'm sorry, I can't get your name right. Like, what's the deal? I'm female mad. I'm
I
sorry,
think you
that's
might
funny.
have said
I
she.
that is one to put in the out of context channel. I mean no offense. If anything, I'm very thankful that you're coming out here, watching my stream, spending your time here, and leaving comments. It's always nice to talk to you guys. But like,
Windows Shift S.
why
out
you
of
mad? It's just
context,
game.
And alright, there we go. It's in out of context.
Oh, you beat me to it. When did I assume your gender?
I think when
Forgive me.
I think when she said I have returned once more, you said dude or he or something like that.
Dude is
But
not
dude-
gender specific. Women
You
can
said
be
he.
dudes as well.
Women could be bros.
I'm very sorry if I said he or something.
Yeah, you said hey dude.
I mean,
But dude's
man.
not gender specific.
How would I know your gender anyways? Honestly, I've probably assumed the gender of several people in my chat before. Sometimes I get a masculine or feminine vibe from a certain username, but I couldn't tell you any specific times it might have happened. Yeah,
POV.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It turns
Dude is
out
not
that
gender
that's just some
specific.
I'm looking this up right now. Screw you guys.
Right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. It's time to go.
Dude,
I need to
and
figure out what I'm
dude.
gonna do for the thumbnails because I was looking. I remember this thumbnail. The thumbnail for this stream. I made it ages ago.
Hold on.
Before I did episode 4. But on the Steam page, that image is the only image of Claire. All the other images have Leon, so I need to figure something out. So I'm going to do that, but for now, I'm going to go. I'm all done. I'm going to stop dragging this out. Chat, appreciate your time. I will see you soon. I will be playing more of this, hopefully tomorrow, and depending on the amount of progress I make, I might play Sunday as well. Otherwise, I might just do Friday and Saturday next weekend. I don't think I'm going to fly through it that quick, to be honest. Not if I'm getting that lost. It doesn't matter. But yeah, we'll be back. Omori will be back sooner or later. But I might do a debate direct this weekend, because I need to do those. And I actually,
I looked it up.
I
Dude,
won't be streaming for a few days during the week next week, guys, because basically my parents want to completely replace the floor in my room, which means we have to clear out literally everything, and it's going to be such a big job. It's probably going to take like 2 or 3 days. So I'm not going to be able to stream for a
live stream,
bit.
just achieve
Yeah.
of levitation. But I looked it up. Dude is a unisex term. It can be used for a male or female.
Look, man, I'm sorry. Whatever. Forget about it. It does not matter.
I know, but I have to be factually correct because I'm a FNAF fan.
Yeah, you live, honestly. Anyway, did we get any QOTD answers or winners? Because I don't know if we did, actually. I didn't do a break this stream, so we didn't really...
Max said... Mac is the only really one that said that I can't accept an answer besides Resident Evil 7.
He didn't really frame it as a QOTD, but I will give it to him, unless someone else wants to steal it at the last moment. I'll give it to Mac, because RE7's a fair play, even though he didn't give any reasons. Also, look at that. Guys, YouTube's changed. When you highlight, it's a much darker blue colour. It's a different colour. That doesn't look like the usual blue.
Look at your chat.
Oh my god. Guys, Artie wins the QOTD, even though you're already tagged, right? Oh my god, you're not tagged.
I'm not tagged.
I don't believe it. Absolutely outrageous. Diabolical. This is completely unfair. How did I tag you in the previous ones?
So that means I technically am allowed to win QOTD.
Guest starring Article 703 needs to be in there. Let me fix that. Thank you very much.
QOTD Resident Evil 5 because it's
Article 703. 19 subscribers. Absolute fucking legend. The best of the best. Alright. And I didn't even mention them. Today's charity shout-out goes to St. Jude's. You guys might remember these from Dorco's various charity live streams. Children's Research Hospital. These guys are not only researching cancer to help cure children, but they actually share all their research and work across the world. They have been leading globally in cancer research and treatment for decades, and they have improved the survival rate by a long way. I think if you go to the history page is where I got that info. But like, you can read all about them. They're an amazing cause. Absolutely do consider going and donating. Maybe I should watch this video next time. Hey, that might be fun. You know, I'm going to shout out St. Jude's next stream. I'm going to show off the video because I didn't do a break today. But yeah, this new blue color, that's interesting. Just gonna save it. Oh, I
still think I should have won the QOTD. Mine's a very clear answer. Resident Evil 5 because it's
very clear. Yeah, the most based answer. The racism is terrifying, as we all know. Racism is very scary. So, 10 out of 10. No, anyway, when you anger a gamer, you may not see the said gamer in a future stream. Alright, bye! You have a nice one. Like, why is specifically being a gamer relevant to this? I don't understand.
Because gamers are the most no-lifing people ever.
Listen, man, I said sorry. What else do you want me to do? Oh, wait, I said man. Oh no, I meant woman. Fuck! I'm being cancelled on Twitter. It's just a saying. It doesn't mean anything deep. I say man a lot because I'm like, it's just one of those things. It's one of those phrases when you say man at the end of a sentence. You ever had that? Probably because I am a man. I'm gonna end the stream. I don't know why I'm still talking. You can finish this, Artie. It's your stream now. For the next like 20 seconds. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Stay hydrated.
So, Mr. Matt, I know, Mr. Matt, Mr. Matt doesn't want you to know this, but Mr. Sex, he is a real person. He pretends like it's a joke, but he's real. Trust me, I've seen him with my own 2 eyes. I've seen him. He's the one you shouldn't have killed. He is Cassidy from the lore of 5 Nights at Freddy's.